T1's money match is back! Hey, the quick golly! You finna have me dust off the old mouse and keyboard and play the next one. Woo! This shit gonna be a little bit lit. Hey, quick turnaround from yesterday. We got the T1 money match today. King Tarzaned, the back-to-back money match champ, right? Paying him in a pocket now at this point. Versus little newcomer, little oldie. You can see from the highlight tape, right? Team Doublelift. Ooh, this Tarzan streak finally ended. God, I fucking hope so. I really fucking hope so. Please, Doublelift, I beg. I hate this kid. Or does he rein it in and win 3 back-to-back? I don't know. You have to stay tuned and find out. And now, 2 are ever so familiar casters.
Yo, what's up? Thank you so much, Tyler, for the awesome handoff. And Covey, like Tyler once said, Tarzan, the back-to-back king in the Money Match series so far, but now a new challenger and someone that we know and love for being an old guard of NA who has now given up the mantle, and he's taken a new career, Cubby, and it's co-streaming. So he, it's basically backseat talking for on the mainstream now.
Yeah, I know. You just like sneaky, medios, the boys. It's like, all right, let's get some Chipotle. Let's watch some LCS. All right, let's get some Chipotle. Let's play some T1 money match. And here they are. They're on the big stream. And Rafa, if you are a fan of old League of Legends, I mean, we've got the core of the best team to ever represent NA at Worlds. I don't want to hear any shit about any other teams. In Season 4 Worlds, C9, this team legitimately almost took Samsung Blue to 5 games. One of the best teams we had in the world. I know that TSM, they took Samsung White to 4 games. They admitted in the interview, they were like fucking throwing. They're like, yeah, we picked Twitch Casted and invaded level 1 because we had egos, all right? That's not the best team. It was C9. And then Doublelift getting in this mix, replacing Lemon Nation. It feels bad. I have his book we're going to have a lot of dedication to Lemon Nation throughout this one, but yeah.
Pulling out the Lemon Nation strats. I like it.
I mean, it's going to be so much fun to watch these guys try and take it to Team Tarzan, who have looked damn good throughout. I mean, you guys heard the highlights. You know who is on his roster. If you've watched Proving Grounds, you know the skills that these guys can bring to the table. Once again, trying to take it to some of the best players we've ever seen compete in NA for NA internationally. Well, the first part was true. Anyway, we're going to have to see the second part true, Rafa.
We are so fast through the draft. We missed the first half, but it's okay.
Where are we?
Check this out. We've got quite a ways to catch up here, but Diana being locked in first. Diana received a lot of buffs, mainly in her jungle speed. I don't know if this is necessarily Tarzan's pick to go. It could also be a flex towards 5 Fire, but I personally haven't seen Aiden play this champion at all. So Cubby, we're in a whole new world here on the latest patch 11.8. So Cubby, you got to tell me, you got to fill in the gaps, because I know you've been playing with your CLOL team. You're more familiar with this patch than I am.
Okay, so we saw this last night. If you guys were watching Core JJ's in-houses, this is actually picked up by Armeo. It can be flex mid, but it's really strong in the jungle right now. If you get to that level 6 point, Diana is such a strong champion, can really blow people out of the rift immediately. But that said, we've got the Wizard King in the top lane. 4 balls, one of his tried and true picks. I did some research before this one, Rafa. The account that Balls is playing on for this is actually Plat 1 with 7 games played. So if you go way back to Worlds, he was Diamond 2 in EU and got a pentakill on Darius. So I think he's just sandbagging the tournament, which honestly, the mental damage that could be dealt to Alorum, like another old school player that we've got, not as old school as Balls, but still. I mean, Balls, he's got a good chance in this one to really deal some serious mental damage with this Renekton in the top lane.
I mean, if any old schoolers like us remember during season, I believe it was season 5, when Worlds was in Europe, and Jat said, this is a worrying trend for Balls to not be on the same level as his competition. But this could be the gauntlet thrown down, and we have a Viego locked in. So now, Cubby, I mean, really, we have worlds of possibilities here.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, just a quick announcement. This is actually, Joe is doing this from Iceland, from like under the volcano. That is what's fueling this production. We're testing this out for MSI. So we're testing out Viego today. Gonna see how many bugs he has, if any. We're just gonna find out as Ram is being hovered.
My God.
He got reworked. Do it, Meteos.
Lock it in, baby.
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go! Let's fucking go, baby! Oh my God. This game one already. Doublelift and Tarzan throwing down new champions, new picks all around. This is a spicy game. And, you know, compared to all the action that we've been having over on Proving Grounds, which is still back on, I think, 11.6.
Yes.
11.9 has, or 11.8 has opened up this entire new landscape of champions, of diversity across the Rift. We have Diana in the jungle, Viego in the mid lane. I don't even think we're going to be able to see Viego at MSI.
Oh, we had a lane swap going on. Okay, so Doublelift, he is the captain of this team. He doesn't trust Sneaky in lane. He was originally going to lane with him. Apparently, there was some issues. They're like still trying to figure out what works. But Sneaky, he's known for his Victor play, right? He used to play this bot before Mage's bot. We're cool. Sneaky going to be taking this pick into the mid lane to see what he can do there. And Doublelift, the captain, the ego coming in saying, I'm just going bot lane. I'm going to smash these guys. I used to smash Zazel all the time. It's cool. So they're going to get it done in the bot lane.
Okay.
As High has played 3 roles competitively, by the way. I mean, a lot of people do not remember this. He made Worlds playing multiple roles. Very impressive. A lot to be said about High's gameplay. Going to be playing the Leona bot in this one.
We're going to have to see, Cubby, although I am getting a little bit of cut on my audio. I just want to make sure that my connection is still stable here. Pause, champ.
Oh, I've got you, bud.
Thank you.
We're all good to go.
Yeah. I'm still getting the visuals, thankfully. Just the audio is what's making me a little scared here. But, you know, going through the compositions here, I mean, this is the first competitive Viego game that we have seen at all, because I'm pretty sure in every other tournament that we've cast or been involved in, Cubby, Viego is straight up banned. It's disabled. You can't use it. And the only time I got to see it is when it's shitting on me in solo queues. So it kind of, you know, not the most fun, but I really want to get in your head about how we're going to see Viego played out, because normally I see it in the jungle, but the fact that Firefire is taking it in the mid lane against Sneaky's Victor should be more than interesting, I would say. But I really want to see what Firefire can do with this pick.
Yeah, so Firefire, the first few levels, a little bit tricky because Victor has access to the range, to the wave clear, but once you get past that level 3 mark and the wave is bouncing away from your turret, you can start to look for some all-ins, and once you get access to that Blade of the Ruined Kings into usually what we see as the Kraken Slayer, this pick can really be strong in the mid-game, and paired up with Tarzan's Diana, I think that these two members are going to be looking to just blow up members of Team Doublelift, or around the Rift. Just going to look to blow everyone up. We're going to have to see how this ends up working out. I know that Team Doublelift and Tarzan at the top, those are actually swapped. The names are right. Those are the champions that we've got, especially considering the fact that, Doublelift's taking that Kai'Sa bot. I love the role swaps coming in from Team Doublelift, as already, I mean, like, coming into this, we knew that he didn't fully trust the team because, look, he looked at Lemon Nation, and guys, I'm a big Chicago's Bears fan, right? Andy Dalton's going to be our starting quarterback this year. I cannot trust a ginger. So Doublelift said the same thing, said, get out of here. I'm going to take over this role, Lemon Nation. You're out. So we already knew that he wasn't going to trust his teammates, like, right off the bat, but the early role swaps, too, was not expecting that.
Do you believe we are on the Rift, ladies and gentlemen? As, trying to see what the scope of the landscape is. Looks like some of the... I'm cackling over at some of the IGNs here.
Volcano issues, I think, is what we've got right off the bat.
Yeah, I think we're getting some volcanic...
yeah, we're going to have to check in.
Interference here.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, is everything okay, buddy? Do we need to patch a signal real quick?
Okay, no response from Joe. We're going to hope he's okay from the volcano. This could be real bad. That said, you know what? This gives us some more time, Rafa. I'd like for you actually to take over here for a couple minutes and fill while I get what I have prepped to fill for this pause. Give me a sec.
Okay, you're going to take a step away? All right, well, chat, it is just you and me, one-on-one time. Ooh, no. But one of the things that we were looking forward to when we were about to cast this team for Doublelift is the fact that this is one... Okay, Cubby's already back. What do you got here? What's up?
Well, if If you guys are familiar with Doublelift and his illustrious career in the LCS, keep in mind this was the first playoffs that he hadn't won since 2017, back when he was playing. And this guy dominated NA. He was known for his trash talk, right? So I figured, what better day than today to break out what I like to call the Chipotle-sponsored trash bag, all right? So if Doublelift, if they lose, I've got some C9 merch. We're going to be putting it in this trash bag, which also holds the burrito bowl that I finished earlier today. So I don't want my C9 merch to go to waste, but, you know, we do have a trash bag, just in case.
Jesus, man. I mean, if we're going to go down that route, Cubby, I could have pulled out my Team Liquid jersey. I could have pulled out the TSM jersey. Basically, any team that has dumped Doublelift in the past and, you know, thrown in the trash behind me as well. But
that's true.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's in the wash. Maybe we can go get it depending on how well Tarzan stomps Team Doublelift. But we did get some words in from Doublelift. He did mention to Tyler saying, hey, you know what? Our scrims, they're going great. That's a fucking lie. I'm sorry. He was not confident at all. I tried to sell it, but I was like, no. We got to tell the truth because the people deserve to know what's going on. They had the scrim, crying face emoji. But it's okay. You know what? It's not been good. But you know what? Tyler, being the best hype man in the fucking world, said, Doublelift, you got this. Peter, Tarzan's team, they got nothing on you. Bring it. Best of 5. You're going to kill it 3-0. Tarzan's team has no chance. So now Doublelift and the rest of the boys, they're kind of the boomers. They're kind of the old school, but it's okay. They still got what it takes. I believe. I want to see a really close match between these two teams here, Cubby.
I mean, T1, if anyone saw him yesterday here on Elo Outsider 1 with the powerlifting Twitch rivals, he PR'd his deadlift at 550. What a fucking alpha. And then if a guy like that, like you see that on stream, and then later that night, he's trying to hype you up saying, yo, you got this for the money match, that's got to just send chills down your spine, even if you're Doublelift, right? So that's something, I mean, just having that, you know, all up in your system, hopefully it's exactly what Team Doublelift needs to get over the edge of this one, as he's joining up with the C9 core to win one of those trophies that he has not yet been able to get his hands on, Rafa, and that is the Tyler 1 trophy. That part of his trophy case, it's empty. He's trying to get it today.
Gonna go for a quick pause chant moment here, Cubby. Nocturne ults. Okay.
Back in the game.
Just come. Okay. Back in the game. All right. Well, that's the case here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're finally back. And woo! We're live! Everything works, Cubby. The volcanic interference is no longer causing a problem, you know, knock on wood. But shout outs to Joe. He's making this production work all the way from Reykjavik in Iceland. Getting a head start because he's got to test out the signal strength before Riot gets there. As we finally, on the Rift, we see Meteos clearing up the bot side of the jungle with that Rammus. And I want to see what his path is like, because these are two new junglers for anyone that has been watching any competitive League of Legends. You know, I think EU Masters has pulled out a Xin Zhao jungle, but apart from that, it's just the same old Udyr, Hecarim, BS, you know, just, you know, boring stuff. We have new picks now, Cubby.
Yeah, we have the excitement in the jungle for this one. Meteos on this Rammus looks like he's opting for the full clear. The one thing that I'm worried about is that Tarzaned on this Diana, you need to punish this before level 6, because once you hit that level 6, you get access to the ultimate. Your ganks become so deadly on the Rift, and that's really where I think the rest of Team Doublelift might struggle. Speaking of struggling, this is Alorum's counter pick to Renekton, and it's looking like one boomer's getting the best of another real quick here.
I mean, Alorum has been in practice playing throughout the Proving Ground circuit on the Zeus team. If you don't know them, just look up Toilet Paper Cat, and you'll know exactly who we're talking about. Balls, as you mentioned, only 7 games in solo queue, I believe. Plat 1. I mean,
on this account, he might have a secret one. Who knows?
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
You know, secret accounts trying to withhold information. I mean, that would just go to show. But already, I mean, even on a pick like Renekton, which he has been able to perform on in history, It's not looking too well for him as Alarm. Oh, the flash comes out, but he gets outplayed because the stun comes in, and Tarzan's there for the follow-up. First blood for Alarm.
I've got news for you, Rafa. I don't think he has any secret accounts. That's not looking too hot there in the top lane as Alorum, the early first blood. Really well played on his part. Balls got fooled by the Nico clone. Not able to take down that champion. And already Team Tarzaned off to a fire start, much to Tyler 1's dismay.
It's okay. Team Doublelift has time to bring it back into the game. But already, this laning phase, you know, I don't want to say anything too soon, Cubby, but it could be a worrying trend in this series here for Team Doublelift, as now Meteos might be trying to make some action on the bottom side of the map, but then again, it is very difficult to gank Senna Tahm Kench. By far one of the most obnoxious lanes to deal with, but Meteos is definitely going to try here, Cubby. He's power balling in, he's ramping up Sonic the Hedgehog. Just gets hit by Senna's slow into the root, and then just like that, Cubby. I mean, do you see how difficult it is to gank this obnoxious lane?
I mean, Senna Tahm Kench, it is a bully lane for sure, but Doublelift, he says, this is my team, come to my lane, gank me, we're going to make it happen. Whereas Value and Zazel, no fear, as Value and Big over on Noorg, the team that Value and Firefire are part of. Senna Tahm Kench has been a great lane for them. Actually, Value undefeated on Senna in all of Amateur this year. Fun fact. As we get to pull some of that prep in for these matches, Rafa.
But check this out, Cubby. Tarzaned is waiting.
Meteos.
He's going to try to take this.
Oh, no.
Gets the steal on the smite, levels up, and now Meteos is going to try to turn around, but Value flashing in like a good teammate, being able to assist Tarzan in the invade.
They have numbers.
Meteos has to flash away.
They have numbers.
Now they're looking for the wraparound. Sneak is going to get there first. High engages with the Zenith Blade, locking down Value. Tarzan turns right back on around to Zenith. Or I should say Sneaky before he goes down, but Firefire trades one back. High now out of options, and he gets run down. But Sneaky does manage to pick up a double kill. So, it's, you know, there are some trades going back and forth.
He got
both
one.
Teams.
Yeah, Sneaky got one as embracing the name Sentient AI with the Victor. Might have to play AFK in the mid lane now for a while, as that Viego and the fact that both flashes were burned in the bottom lane, Rafa, pretty worrying for the side of Doublelift C9+1, as that's now a point of pressure that this Diana can have. And Rafa, the scary part of the game is starting to approach, which is once Diana and Viego both hit that level 6 mark, their ultimate's so strong is they're going to be able to make things happen across the rift. Firefire playing with that shadow pretty well to make sure he secures some CS, and Tarzan making his way up to this top side, maybe looking to punish Balls' Renekton even harder.
Tarzan's going to spot Meteos. So now Balls knows, but he's like, wait, this is just a dead-ass hedgehog here in the Krug camp. He's going to go down. Tarzan no longer having the Moonfall, but I think Diana has enough damage to be able to take on Renekton, even with the Dominus. Stun comes out. Balls tries to answer it back. Balls! Okay! That's what I want to fucking see!
Oh my gosh. Balls on the Renekton turns it onto Tarzan. And Tar, you better get out of the top side of the map. This is all Balls now as he drags that cleaver across the Diana, says you get to go home. The slice and dice to secure the kill. As Balls, oh my gosh, dude, all of a sudden, okay, he might have the secret account. It's back on the table, Rafa. That was a pretty sick play.
Bro, Balls said, you guys don't know about the Plat 1 practice. This is the hyperbolic time chamber for me. I'm just getting warmed up. So Balls, even though down 30 CS against Alarm, is able to find one back onto Tarzan. Tarzan getting a little too overconfident on the play. After taking down Meteos, thought he could take down the Crocodile as well, but he's not ready to take on the Animal Planet quite yet. But still, Team Tarzan in the lead with 2,000 gold. Tarzan still quite ahead, looking for that Gnasher's Tooth rush, giving you a bunch of ability power upon completion and that attack speed. So it just makes Diana a deadly force in these skirmishes and these ganks.
Tarzan rushing that Gnasher's Tooth and already has the stopwatch, so big play potential already on the table for Tarzan, as he's going to use this to take the Mountain Drake, as Zazel's so confident that he can dodge out on the ganks that he actually just left the game. He doesn't need to be here.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what we like to see.
He's mind controlling Tom Kench even while disconnected.
That's how OP this guy's shot calling is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's insane. Now, Tarzan being able to pick up the first dragon off the rift does mean that we're not going to get a Mountain Soul. Tarzan looking for the gank, still pulls in Sneaky despite the flash coming out.
We can turn
Firefire
this.
looking for the damage and the follow-up, but that's 2 turn shots. The stopwatch has to be forced here. Mito's going to look around for the turn. Taunt comes out, and Meteos finds one back. Gets the taunt back on the Firefire because he didn't even use it on Tarzan. Forces Firefire's flash and his hand. Sneaky and Meteos working hand in hand. The Meme Brothers back at it again, baby.
They had that group Chipotle beforehand, Rafa. That's why they were running a little bit tardy to this game, but they're showing up now on the Rift. Down 2k gold early, but they brought it back to a 1.5k gold deficit. Yes, they lost a dragon, but this gives Meteos time to catch back up in the jungle. And we've talked about the scaling and the playmaking of Diana, but if Rammus gets tanky as well, he can be an immovable object in these fights. The one concern I have is that Firefire, a lot of percent health damage in his kit that he has access to. Very strong against the Rammus on this Viego, a pick that, once again, testing this out for MSI. We're going to see if it's enabled or not. This is actually the game that they decided on, right? Oh, look at that. Wait, what is this skin? Wait, he's fighting? Oh, he gets the sword. I've never seen that skin, but I really haven't seen a lot of Viego play.
Was he taking a sword away from a kid? Or what
Yeah,
what was
that's
that
not
thing?
very nice of Firefire.
I mean, that's what Firefire does all the time. He's taking wins away from kids as, over on the Proving Grounds tournament. Currently, about to go in the winner's bracket against Cloud9 Academy. Over
A guaranteed top 3 finish for an amateur team that they don't get paid anything. Yeah. They're pretty
Quite
damn
nuts.
good. Yeah,
And as
value on the
Tarzan,
team as well.
as Tarzan has stated multiple times in his victories with this squad, he has, I'm going to loosely quote, "These guys are absolutely insane. I don't know what the LCS orgs are doing, not picking up these players." That's all that needs to be said, right?
I mean, if you guys heard the intro, that is exactly the quotes that were in there. And if you didn't hear the intro, you got to go back in the VOD and check out the intro video. Oh my God, we were jumping out of our seats here.
Joe Fizzex in the production squad in Doc and Sam Price, just smurfing it as always. We see Team Tarzan making the lane swap here. They did not get a chance to contest for the Rift Herald, but Ball's going to get
Ball's in trouble.
4 or 3-man dove here.
Oh,
Wow.
that's actually the 4-man with the Sentinel.
Yeah, I was
You
right
called it.
the first time.
Yeah, you called it, man. You're too good at this, Rafa. Cute slow from Value going through Zazel. As this bot lane, Value and Zazel, not on the same team. Zazel, of course, had that unfortunate situation with Solafide. But fortunately, Tyler 1 has paid him more than his old org, as we went over the last time. So, good guy Tyler 1 with all these money matches. And Team Tarzan earning that cash as they have 2-0 to get here. And it's been quite the story, right? Because this team, I mean, the first time around, they had a couple roster swaps, a couple roster issues. But this is the first time where they're coming in with the same exact lineup, Rafa. And he is looking really good with the rest of this team. But meanwhile, top lane Meteos, he might be looking for the jump.
Kemte comes in, and there is the leap of faith, baby, from Meteos. I know it's not the ultimate name, but that's what we're just going to call it for now.
Really
because
tanky.
it looked hella stylish, but Value and Zazel, they're super hard to kill. And Slave, a.k.a. Tarzan, coming in for the counter engage. Finds the moonfall on the double lift and sends him into the trash can. Looking for another one onto high. He's going to be able to make it out alive, but we can't say the same about Peter.
Some captain-on-captain violence. This Diana makes it up to the top lane, finds Doublelift, takes him down, and the Senna Tom Kench, so sturdy, so difficult to play against. Just no damage on the side of Team Doublelift to take down either member, and all of a sudden you have all the cooldowns blown. Tarzan makes his way up to the top lane, looking damn good, cleaning up the work that the rest of his team laid out for him. As Sneaky. Okay.
All balls coming in for the roam, and Firefire just
nice
forced to use the ultimate immediately to dodge out on the gank.
Nice cancel coming out from Firefire in the mid lane as he continues to impress in these events and improving ground. Definitely more of a role player for his team. The fact that they have Viper and Anda, 2 names that a lot of people in the chat may recognize from their days in LCS, and 2 names that going back down in the amateur have really gained a lot of confidence, really upped their play throughout the amateur events. Firefire, big part of that, playing a lot of roamers in the mid lane, but nice to see him play these 80 assassins that we've also seen him play throughout his career, as he is the 2-time champ of amateur. Seeing the blade goes wide for high, and Rafa, I'm curious to see if we have any action at the next dragon, because Team Doublelift, they're already down 3k gold. That is a pretty significant deficit they have to come back from.
Yeah, 3 seconds left on the Infernal Dragon coming up. We're going to get a Ocean or Cloud Soul this game, and if you have an Ocean Soul with this team that has 2 Conquerors and 2 players that are just very hard to kill, and it's just going to make them even more difficult to kill. So the imperative is on Team Doublelift to make sure that they can compete for this. They pop the Rift Herald, try to look for priority, but a 3-man onto the 2-man, forcing Meteos to use the ultimate as an escape. That means the engagement possibilities from Team Doublelift are not going to be as strong. You're going to be depending on High for the Solar Flare engage. You're going to turn things around. Meteos forced to flash as the Dawning Shadow will come through. It's going to force Meteo out of the Rift, and they have priority for Team Tarzan to be able to walk into this Dragon Pit.
I think my favorite part of all these plays, Rafa, is that Zeyzal has just been 1v1ing balls in the top lane on this Tahm Kench while this is going on. That's the lead that Team Tarzan has under their belt at the moment, as going to use that power that they've been able to obtain in the early game to bully out Team Doublelift in the mid lane, secure that Infernal Dragon. The Ocean Soul, bringing life, bringing some serenity to the rest of the Rift. Because we're now going to have to see if Team Doublelift can start to contest these later dragons, Rafa, because right now it's looking like a full court press coming out for the side of Team Tarzan. Lorum's about to take this bot lane. You have Zeyzal holding his own against the top laner of Team Doublelift here as the support. And I don't know where Team Doublelift can get out onto the map to make plays. It's really going to have to be off the back of Meteos and High.
Zeyzal just being a nuisance, despite a level down on the balls. He's still managing to be a threat in this side lane against him, just because the power of Tahm Kench in the 1v1. I don't know if you've ever 1v1 to Tahm Kench before, but it's not fun, Cubby. He slaps you with the tongue, licks you up, and then he eats you, and he just does a crap ton of
Rafa,
damage.
stop. He's doing that against a player named Balls. You can't use those words. Oh, God.
Actually, you know what?
Quit it.
I didn't think about it until you mentioned it, so that is my apologies. It's okay. I'm pretty sure Twitch chat is spamming Gotchigasm now in the chat. So that's our Gotchi base. That's what it is. Oh man.
No.
Jesus.
What have we done? This is starting to look more like the Ovally May, Captain Flowers casting streams.
This is Lol Tyler 1, baby. There are no rules here. As Team Tarzan.
There's only one rule, and that's discount code alpha.
True. Yeah. That is also true. Shoutouts to Tyler 1 merch. The best on the planet. As Team Tarzan looking to poise in this mid lane. They haven't broken down the turret yet, but on the side lane on the bottom side, that turret did go down over in their favor. And I want to see how they're going to be able to control the top side of this jungle entrance here against Team Doublelift, because you can already see there is a control ward. So it's going to make their entrances a little bit more spooky, or they're going to be able to sniff it out. Tarzan already getting more visual control, taking this down in preparation for the second Rift Herald.
I don't see any way that they can come back. It looks like they're just looking for a gank onto Alorum, who, once again, this is his favorite counter pick. He's going to have to prove why.
Oh my God.
What?
Alorum just pulling...
What?
The biggest Houdini ever.
Oh my goodness.
Bamboozles balls, bamboozles Meteos, and the cavalry is coming in for Team Tarzan, and they wipe the floor.
Holy smokes, Alorum. I mean, a lot of people gave this guy a hard time for his different champion pool, or the fact that he's only a tank player, but what an outplay as a carry in the top lane. Alorum throws everyone for a loop, including myself, Rafa. And that is going to gift over the Rift Herald, the turret, and more gold over to the side of Team Tarzan.
Peter? Okay, well, he had the killer instinct. Wasn't confident that he had enough damage in the tank to be able to take down Fire. Able to make his escape here. And I have to say something, Cubby. You know, them getting bamboozled by Alorum's Nico, I can forgive Balls for that, because if he hasn't played League in a while, then this could be the first time that he's actually playing against this champion or Viego, because we don't know how long he's been out of the...
That's my first time casting Viego, to be fair.
It's actually very true. But for Meteos, come on, man. You're an LCS like last year. You should know what this champ does.
You're on the desk, Meteos, as one desker gets the best of another.
You co-stream the LCS games. You should know what this champ does.
That's true. That said, Tarzan know what the champions do better, as they are up 6k gold in the first one, and It appears like Doublelift in his retirement, he's lost a little bit of that, you know, trash-talking edge. It doesn't sound very much like Doublelift to, you know, be pinging Tyler 1 like, oh, we are not doing too hot today. I want to see him get the ego out, right? Like, I'd like to see him, you know, swap roles with Sneaky in draft. I feel like that's, like, the Doublelift we need to come back in this one, because right now, Rafa, down 6K gold, this game 1, it's looking rough, and it's looking like it's all Team Tarzan as... I mean, on the international stage, Team Tarzan, they're performing.
You know, Cubby, this being the finals, this is, you know, I was thinking that the last time that Doublelift was at an international event, they didn't make it out of groups. You know, this.
Oh, they didn't win a game.
They didn't win a single game. You know,
I think
hopefully it
High's in
doesn't.
trouble here.
We don't see the same pattern here. But already, Team Tarzan off to a fantastic start as they find High, rout him off in the jungle, leaving no means for an escape. Fire being able to take possession of Leona, looking for another engage. Doesn't find it here. But we're going to have to see now how Team Tarzan can close it out here, Cubby.
I mean, what a statement coming out from Team Tarzan, as you are going up against the best player we've ever seen in NA domestically. In this game 1, against the core of the best team to ever play in NA domestically. Granted, that was on the old Summoners Rift, but hey, that was still one hell of a team they were able to put together, right? That C9 roster. And Team Tarzan is just wrecking them this game 1. I mean, Team Doublelift is not able to get anything done on the Rift. They're just getting blasted at all angles. As this team, with Tarzan, the core from some of the top teams we've had in Proving Grounds, taking it to the old guard. Right off the bat.
Tarzan are also at Ocean Soul. But
oh my god. People are saying that Bjergsen's the best NA player. No. Get out. Anyway, moving on. What do you have, Rafa?
Oh, shit. Wow. The flame doesn't stop. He's not even in the game. Come on, man. Is that allowed? I've got 2 words. Trophy case. Move on. Okay. Well, the trophy case so far... not looking like it's going to be holding this $15,000 money match trophy anytime soon.
That's true.
As this first game, you already said it before, Team Tarzan off to a fantastic start, a dominating start.
Actually, you know what Doublelift should have done before this event if it was going to look like this rough game 1? He probably should have leaked it to Weena so it would have like gotten out to the public. And then, like, you know, it wouldn't look as bad.
Oh my... wow.
I'm just going to sip on my coffee and move on, as Baron's now being taken by Team Tarzan.
Are these on Lenovo PCs too? That's crazy. Anyway, Baron starting up for Team Tarzan. They're burning it down quite fast, even though having a setup without the Rage Blade. As Fire playing goalkeeper. Doublelift and Meteos trying to find an angle, an entrance, but Alorum is just content split pushing as he takes down the second tier 2 turret.
Damn.
In this game.
Alorum is going off this game, man. 2-0-1, the sick outplay in the side lane, the solo kill early, and now shoving down an inhibitor turret on his own, Rafa. Team Tarzan not letting up anytime soon as they peel off the Baron, but get an inhibitor for their struggles anyway.
You can just see how Team Doublelift, they can't find an angle, but Soul Flare comes out. It barely misses. Tarzan looking for the counter engage, buying a lot of time with that Zhonya's Hourglass from the Moonfall. Zazel getting the save down, balls TPing in, looking for a flank, but he doesn't find anything, and now he's in a bad spot. He has to dash over the wall, but I believe Alorum has come in for the Cavalry, and they are once again just destroying Team Doublelift.
What a response coming out from Alorum as the TP so perfect shuts down any chance that Team Doublelift have to come back in this one, and that's going to be the Baron and most likely the game early. Going over to Team Tarzan as Rafa, with this being secured, they will have the Baron buff in time for when their Ocean Soul point spawns as well. And Team Tarzan making a statement once again. I cannot emphasize how impressive is this victory, Rafa. I mean, the fact that they just picked Diana Viego mid-jungle and are wiping the floor with Team Doublelift early. These guys came out holding back no punches.
You know what's the best thing about this game 1? No matter who wins, like obviously we're very damn certain that with a 10,000 gold lead, Team Tarzan are just need 2 steps more before they can close out the game. But no matter what, who wins, we're getting a win without fucking Udyr or Hecarim in the jungle, man. Like, God bless. Finally, some fucking jungle diversity, man. Like, Diana, this is cool. Rammus, even if they're not doing so well, I'm glad to see some spicy picks because, man.
Yeah, it's
over.
We're out of the zoo meta. That's what we're getting towards is no more lion, tigers, and bears. Oh my! It's just a really fed moon person beast against a not so fed armadillo. Lacking a lot of spikes, even though it just picked up some Thornmail. That will help a little bit. As Meteor is still looking to try and turn this one around, but it's looking dire for the side of Team Doublelift. As we'll get a flash out of
pull the
Alorm.
wool over their eyes this time? No, he just goes for the straight flash out, dodging out on the solar flare from high. Team Doublelift trying to find any opportunity. Meanwhile, Meteos engaging in 1v1 on the top side of the map for the pitcher-in-pitcher. Shout out to the producers. But Alorm steps a little too far. Shutdown comes out from Peter. Okay, Tarzaned looking for the counter-engage with the Moonfall. Zonya's Hourglass will come out, but he doesn't have any support. And Doublelift will dodge out on the Q, making sure that Tarzan doesn't get another reset. And Cubby, say it ain't so. Are we having a comeback? But check this out. Fire is still opening D gates on the top side of the map while this is going on.
Yep, Fire, he def muted. He says, this inhibitor's mine. Not going to join the rest of the fight. And to be fair, I don't think he needs to. Value and Zazel, pretty tanky. He's going to TP now. Might be able to turn this one around.
Zazel still got a bunch of great health. Meteos currently soloing Value down in the back line. 80 carries in 2021, by the way, but it's still not enough. Value will be able to survive. And now Fire coming in with the re-engage. Finds Doublelift, and now he's the Kaisa. He's the one that's going to be looking to make the plays, but he's going to go back into Viego form, looking for another assassination onto Sneaky. It's not going to be enough. He just needs one more auto attack, though, and finds it. But he doesn't even need Victor. He doesn't need Renekton, and now the counter teleport coming in from Zazel, and they will end game one.
Fire looking good on this Viego at 5-0-3, actually opting for the Gore Drinker as well, just to make sure that he was able to still stay alive, get all those ultimates, and that is exactly what he did as Fire helping out the rest of his team to take down this game one in less than 26 minutes. Tarzan's team off to a statement win, off to a good start, and we're going to have to see if Doublelift can bounce back in this game too.
All right, Cubby. Well, game one, you said it before. It was a statement victory from Team Tarzan. And for Team Doublelift, they have to go back to the drawing board, obviously, on this one. I mean, not even a volcanic interference is going to be stopping Tarzan from coming out with such a dominant victory in this first game of the series. $15,000 on the line for this money match. And more than anything, you know, when I look at this team, you know, it's the gang of co-streamers that they talk about and they give their insight into the game. It's like, all right, guys, if you're going to be talking about LCS and making sure that, you know, you're giving your insight and opinions, you got to make sure that you could bring it on the Rift as well. Because right now, Team Tarzan, they are cruising. They are styling all over you. And I want to, like, the diversity of picks, super fun, super dope. But
yeah,
we got to see something. We got to see something else as well.
I like the flavor picks coming out. The Diana and the Viego was a fun combo. I like the fact that Doublelift and Sneaky, they can be a little bit flexible with where they go. Sneaky, like I said, known for his Victor play in the mid lane. I'm curious to see if they keep on swapping around where they go, because it's definitely something unique to Team Doublelift. The fact that they have all these players with so much experience and so many competitive roles under their belt. But they've got to find a little bit more magic going in the game, too, because that game one was all Team Tarzan. I see he's one step closer to staying undefeated in these solo queue battles with his team.
And the other thing, too, if there's any chance of a comeback, the fact that you have Sneaky in the mid lane, you got the Meteos brothers. There was a little bit of synergy that was working well when they turned around that gank from Tarzan and Fire. So that 2v2 could be something that you look forward to. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got game two on the horizon, so stick around. We'll be right back. Yo, we back! And game two is on the horizon, folks. But hold up.
Oh, yes.
You hear that? Do you hear that?
What do I hear?
You hear nothing, right?
Yeah.
That's because nothing is exactly the sound of Doublelift's chances of coming back in game one after that dominating start. Just absolutely destruction.
Okay.
Come on, Doublelift. Come on, man. We know that you guys can put up a fight, but that game one, you know what? Like, Doublelift is supposed to be the leader, the team captain, but you know who did the most damage in the entire game?
No, who?
It was Sneaky.
Ooh.
It was Sneaky. And Doublelift was saying, no. Put me in AD carry. Put Sneaky in mid lane. We gotta switch it around. I mean, all I'm saying is that when we saw that 2v2 turnaround from Meteos and Sneaky against Fire and Tarzan, it's like, all right, well, maybe the game plan should be play around Sneaky. Put him in the primary carry shoes. Make him the focus. Give him all the resources, and then Sneaky will lead the charge. But we're going to have to see how it turns out as we get ready for Game 2's draft here, Cubby.
Yeah, possibly. Before we start banning out champions, I'd actually like to ban out this C9 t-shirt, as I did say that we had a Chipotle sponsored, trash bag. So, one game down.
Damn.
All right.
Bro.
Game 1 loss. Doublelift put one C9 jersey in the trash can, as everything else is trash. And speaking of trash, this Diana banned out immediately against Tarzaned, as it was a terror on the Rift, to be fair.
Yeah, even though Tarzan had most of the deaths for his team, they were deaths necessary for the greater good, except for the balls solo kill. That was it happens, Get overconfident. He killed Meteos beforehand. He's like, all right, I got enough damage even without Moonfall. Ball's turned around. It's okay. Tarzan still won. They get the bragging rights, and that ban signifying that, hey, Diana's too powerful to let in Tardy's hands. But there's other junglers. There's other spicy junglers that could be picked up here, Cubby. So, don't think that there's nothing else left in the bag. Viego also being taken off the table because Tarzan and the rest of his squad think that Doublelift might be able to pick it up. Oh, never mind. I think we're just on opposite sides. So this might be the correct setup, so that Team Tarzan was the one banning Diana away because now they don't want Meteos having that flex pick.
Keep in mind, guys, the volcanoes in Iceland. Joe's having to move the production, mid game, just to set it up as
he is working 360 degrees
overtime
right now.
Yeah. As Team Doublelift, they lock in what might be the most crucial flex pick for them, this Lucian. If you guys checked out that highlight video at the start, you would remember Game 1, C9, Samsung Blue, Sneaky destroying everyone on the Lucian. Doublelift known for this pick as well throughout his career. They're going to lock that in right off the bat and say, any one of us can take this. We're going to flex it around the Rift. This is going to be our first pick. And I like this for this team.
All right. Well, if you remember, Sneaky Lucian, Sneaky W, the Ardent Blaze, famously stealing, I believe, was an Elder Dragon in one game in
the old school Elder.
Yeah, the old school Elder Dragon, where it didn't give the execute.
Oh, don't go back to this
No.
Oh, all right.
Listen, you know what? Tarzan wants to win. I completely understand it.
I respect it.
It's a shame that we don't get another spicy pick. We're back to Hecarim jail. But Zaya being locked in for value, another safe AD carry for him to be able to.
I love this Morgana, by the way.
Weeks.
Morgana jungle is insane on this patch. We had some special strats prepped. I did coach Miami University, Ohio Collegiate, where we could flex Morgana, support, and jungle. It clears really fast. It's good against the Hecarim with the Black Shield. So that is going to be taken, selected for the side of Team Doublelift. And I actually like this draft a little bit, Rafa. They have some options of where they can put things. I know that this is also a shout out to Lemon Nation. Of course, he cannot be with us today, but known for his Morgana throughout. And oh my gosh, Rafa, as you can see, Doublelift is actually slotted into the support position.
Yes, that's right.
Blitzcrank has been locked. He
is
known.
If you guys remember, Doublelift, when he first started his professional career, he was a support for Chowster, if I'm not mistaken. And his best champion was the Blitzcrank, but Alorum pulling out the Urgod, one of his most signature picks, bringing out his pocket picks already back and forth. The Nico, the Urgot. At this point, Game 3, he might as well bring out the Malphite.
Yeah, speaking of more pocket picks being denied, the Rumble taken away from Balls. Wouldn't be surprised if the next one was going to be something around the lines of a Renekton Rafa try and secure Alorum, that strong matchup in the top side of the map. On the side of Team Tarzan, most of the picks are solidified, right? We have an AD, a jungler, a top laner. We need to round out their team with a mid laner and a support. But on the side of Team Doublelift, things are still very flexible, right? The solution, we don't know exactly where it's going. And I'm curious to see how they're going to play out the rest of their hand, as it looks like on their side with the bans, they are going to target 5 fire, take away the Zoe. I would not be surprised if a Twisted Fate's taken away here, potentially. They do have Morgana, so pretty nice counter to the TF, but still, something that 5 fire is really known for. Could be a set as well. We're going to have to see exactly what they opt for, but Zoe, one of his best picks throughout his career. I believe he's only lost 2 games on Zoe in over 20 games that he's played it in amateur. Instead, actually, taking away Rakan. Rakan, Hecarim, great combo. One of Zazel's best champs. They're going to deny that. But the insta-lock on Leona into the Blitzcrank, going to be Zazel's choice going into this one, as he has made it the furthest in Worlds with Sneaky. That semifinals finish, Rafa.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, a little bit of revenge there. We haven't focused on that, but
yeah, the fact that Zazel is now going to be laning against, you know, one of his former 80 carry partners is kind of super dope. Actually, it's incredibly dope. I love the kind of the narrative battle that we have here, because I saw those two play on stage over in Busan in 2018 when they won 2 Worlds in Korea, and then being able to make it all the way to semifinals. Yeah, it was lit, Cubby. You had to be there. But
we'll get Korean barbecue one of these times, Rafa. Until then, still stuck in COVID world, as I'm stuck in a futon and you're stuck in a professional studio that you have in your bedroom. So, moving on.
I'm in Iceland, man. I'm in Iceland.
You made the move? Congrats.
Yeah, I flew over to Reykjavik. I'm chilling with Joe. That's why, you know, I had to leave for a couple minutes because Joe was panicking over in his producer room. So I just had to.
Well, I can't blame him. There is a volcano there. That said,
True.
picks and bans being rounded out. We do have a Malphite for balls on the top side. We were talking a little bit about his solo queue rank. He had a damn good outplay in the top lane, but hey, you only need one hand to play the champion, to be fair. So he's going to be taking that one. And then Doublelift, or Sneaky actually, on the Sivir, so granting extra move speed to everyone. Actually going to really help enable the Morgana. The fact that she can now pop that ultimate and try and keep up pace to lock down the members on the side of Team Tarzan. As the draft is now rounded out. High playing the Lucian mid into the Orianna, taking Ignite instead of the teleport, potentially looking for a solo kill. As High, surprisingly, his laning, I know that like there was a joke towards the end of his career that like he's not the best laner, he's only really good at roaming, but he played lane a lot with 0 resources and was actually one of the best mids in LCS way back in Season 3. Season 4 was only one of the only mids that could hang with Bjergsen when he came over too. So they're going to try and hang with 5 fire now, one of the up-and-coming mids that we have in Amateur, who has looked good in T1 solo queue battles, has looked good in Proving Grounds, and now gets to test his strength against one of the best mids, one of the best mids and one of the greatest shot callers we've ever seen represent NA, as High, the definition of a team captain, right? So talented back when he played.
Dude, I mean, I still get flashbacks and chills when I thought about
the Zed.
The Zed
attempt. Yeah.
The Zed attempt, walking all the way, dude, just straight up Mission Impossible, man. Trying to sneak in through the fog of war, timing in between the minion wave spawns that were coming in as well. I mean, that was by far one of the coolest attempts ever. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but you know, High, that when we saw him on this Cloud9 roster in, you know, the days of old, 2013, 2014, 2015, and as they brought him back in 2016 when they wanted to bring in Jensen, back then he was called Incarnation, he was brought into the jungle role because you have to remember that High used to jungle back over on Quantum Gaming before role swapping back to mid. And just, this is someone who, even if the hands aren't always there, like you said, Cubby, he has worked with 0 or a least amount of resources in multiple rosters and has always come through for his team when they needed it most. And being taken off the support role, now going towards the mid lane, maybe have a little bit more agency, and already Team Doublelift. Lost Cubby. Be quiet. Ward spots him out. Never mind.
Doublelift using Lancer Blitzcrank, skin that personally kind of a cheater skin. Anyway, but he's going to be trying to lose some land some hooks with this. Still looking around, fishing for these level 1s. Spotted out by the Ori Ball. Nice placement coming out from 5 fire. And we're going to have to see exactly how the setups are here, Rafa, as this Morgana, Meteos actually opting for Predator.
Yeah.
really trying to close the gap. And I know I haven't really seen a keystone yet that's like Morgana jungle. It clears really fast, but it's yet to be like optimized and figured out. So I'm curious to see exactly what they do
I can
here.
give you a little bit of a rundown. So, I mean, Dark Harvest in the past, when Morgana was more of a niche pick rather than what of now the better picks in the jungle now. Dark Harvest, you're just scaling. You have so much utility in the late game that you're basically better than Elise and Nidalee as AP junglers that fire out skill shots, right? But the Predator Keystone idea... Oh, we're going to have to pause that. 2v2 potential trading.
Oh,
They find the hook onto Zazel, though. Doublelift, showing why he was one of the best Blitzcranks, even as an ADC player. Teaching Aphromoo everything he knew. But Ignite... Ignite comes down.
I'm sure that's exactly how that one went.
Something like that. You know, just to give credit over that Doublelift started on support before transitioning over to ADC. But, you know, back to this Morgana Predator Keystone. It's the same concept that you have with Lilia, right?
Beautiful.
Because as Firefire actually getting bullied out here by High. Well done here. He's just keeping the pressure up. Does he go for the solo kill? Oh my god! Okay! Okay, High. I see you.
Game 1's in the past, Rafa. It's game 2. And this C9 team, they came to play in this game 2 as High. Taking the Ignite, 5-fire, man. He might want to clean out his glasses and check which summoner spells that mid laner took, because he just got smoked down in the mid lane, but now High, he's stuck. Uh-oh.
He still has flash, though. He's going to flash away.
Okay.
Tarzaned burning the ghost in exchange for a summoner spell from High. That is a huge wave that does crash into Firefire's tower. He had to use the teleport as well to be able to pick up the minion wave. High, picking up first blood. He's going to get 2 extra swords in his back pocket.
Good stuff for the mid laner of C9 as he's back in his role. He says, mid's mine. We're going to pick Lucian, do just fine, and just fine he does as he finds that solo kill. Does have to burn both summoners, but hey, gets out clean, gets a clean reset, and should be feeling good back in this mid lane with 2 longswords, Rafa. So he's going to be looking to continue to pressure Firefire.
Notice here, Meteos looking for the spot crab. Zazel's going to walk up here. Doesn't look like he has Black Shield, and I think Meteos is kind of dead here. Oh, this is...
That's reportable.
Now walking up, no mid prio, because High was respawned, and bot lane was kind of getting pushed in at the moment, so Meteos just overestimating how much assistance he actually had.
We gotta bully him again?
Yes.
Yes. That's a firm yes, as... Meteos, Zazel, I will say that placement on the Zenith Blade, by the way, the fact that he's standing in that corner, Meteos can't sneak around him. Really small micro play, done really well from Zazel, who, by the way, still needs a team. And, yeah, he's really fucking good.
Please.
He's so good.
No, it's a crime what solo feed I did. Anyway, moving on. That story's in the past. Team Tarzaned being able to answer back, but, you know, not to take anything away from Team Doublelift, as High did get first blood, has control of this mid wave. Will have priority. Now it's up to him if he can work with Meteos to see if they can influence the map. Doublelift just going to walk up, down smash,
TP.
but a teleport response coming out from Alorm, so they have to back off. And Alorm comes in and says, hey, don't do that again. But now Alorm down to TP as he was walking back to top lane is going to miss out on some CS and experience.
It was a really good flash from Sneaky, and he's going to cancel the base once again against Alorm, so really delaying a lot of time. The good news for Team Tarzan is that the captain should be able to eat that top wave, so this is actually all planned for Team Tarzan, as he's continuing the funnel gold into himself, of course. Exactly what they drew up, but hey, a good attempt coming out from Team Doublelift. They forced Team Tarzan to burn a TP to respond, and now feels like they're winning a little bit across the map as Meteos still able to farm his camps, able to catch back up after that death. And I like to see the more proactive plays coming out from Team Doublelift as they're trying to get back into this series with the Game 2 win.
Curious to see what Meteos will opt in for this game in terms of build path. We already saw that he has rushed. Okay, it's not tier 2 boots yet, but
dude, look at how fast he clears, man. Watch him do this Gromp camp.
Morgana jungle is disgusting, man.
This is only level 4. He only has 2 points into this. And it just disappears. Like, it's actually just melts. That's gross.
I know, like, this seems so mundane to be observing camp clear.
I love it.
Yes. The other thing too, the cool stuff is when you're doing 2 camps at once. So obviously like Gromp and Blue Buff are pretty easy to do, but it's so sick when you're able to pull the Raptor camp and the red buff at the same time, right in between the two, and you can do both. It's almost like a Fiddlesticks clear, and it's just super efficient. And when you're able to get like full clears down on Morgana in the early game starting on the red side of the map, you're able to full clear before 3 minutes. So you still have like 15 seconds to like open up the map, look for a gank before Crab spawns. Unfortunately, we didn't see that because Meteos started on Tarzan's blue buff and essentially 3-buffed him. But then again, he gave his life for the cause as we see a gank happen on Devalue. He's not level 6, no flash either, and it's just super easy cleanup. Sneaky takes the kill.
Look at the layering of the CC from the ex-pro players. Now the co-streaming Goon Squad in the bot lane, sending value back to the base. And they get to freeze the wave as well. Really good play coming out from Team Doublelift as they have a gold lead in this game, Rafa. And they're trying to make use of it as Alorum. Oh, he's got level 6. This is real bad for Balls.
And Balls, he has ultimate. He's trying to walk it out. He's limit testing. Uh-oh.
He leveled up.
Isn't enough damage. Balls.
Okay.
Corrupting Potion, it's not going to be enough. He makes it out alive, and Alorum no longer having fear beyond death. High is here just to make sure that his top laner doesn't die anytime soon.
Well played from Balls, right? You say limit testing, but he knew his limits on the Rock Monster in the top lane. So he should be just fine with those Corrupting Potions and the fact that he has Dark Seal as well. Catch back up to this Urgot. As Meteos continues to clear. Now level 6, he's getting more points in the pool. And this can get deadly as Tarzan not moving between auto-attacking that ward. He's going to eat some... a little bit of chip damage for that. Meteos should be shifting back up to the top side of his jungle to clear out those camps, Rafa. And we're going to have to see if they try to do the dragon. It looks like Tarzan's setting up for a mid gank to try and punish High, but he has flash up now.
Yeah, he has both.
Yeah, he just dashed on out, yeah.
And Tarzan was not able to find a window after burning the first flash around that 2.5 minute mark. So for Tarzan, it's not going to be able to find... What's up? What are you laughing about?
Oh, you know, Tardy was warded out and lost tempo on the gank. I just hope his mental's okay.
He's gonna block you again, man.
That's fine. We do it for content, you know?
Oh, Tarzan. Clearing out his topside jungle. Might look for balls here on the top side of the map. He knows that he doesn't have Unstoppable Force. He would have a flash, so potentially could burn a summoner spell. And as the teleport has already been used, the second dragon, or the first dragon, is still live. Neither Meteos or Tarzan have really put any priority or agency into starting it up. So, but Meteos has an opportunity potentially to get down this dragon. He does have 3 points into Tormented Soil, so this
they're going for a bot gank,
dragon
maybe.
Does evaporate.
Doublelift's baiting.
Well, Doublelift. Now Zazel doesn't have Zenith Blade. No longer has CC. Is going to rope him right back in, and it's just too damn easy once again. Cubby, you said it before. It's the co-stream Goon Squad. They link up, they hold hands, and they take down Zazel. And now, you have an opportunity to start up this dragon, but Tarzan is here to answer.
Look at how gross that chain CC is as Doublelift landing the hooks on the Leona says it's pretty much just a Grubhub delivery for Meteos straight to the bind is now. Oh, he finds him!
Okay, Tarzan gonna dash right onto High, popping Ghost once again. No summoner spell. Oh my god, but Doublelift, you're insane! That was a blind hook over the wall.
I think he dies.
Doublelift, that actually might have been the blind hook into his own death because he roped Tarzan right into just getting a free kill. And now Sneaky and Meteos have all been baited by Peter. We thought it was super cool being able to blind hook, but Cubby, that was the wrong time to get one.
Oh man, Doublelift. Maybe taking revenge against the fact that this core denied him a trophy in NA for a long-ass time. I don't know. I really don't know what was going through his head there.
Are you saying he's win trading, Cubby?
This looked reportable. I know we were talking about Meteos, earlier, but man, this is not the best hook. As Tarzan, you can see he doesn't use his ultimate yet, and Doublelift's like, yo, I can land this blind hook. Look at how sick this is. As Meteos, he cues the crab. He was not expecting it. Definitely a couple what's drops in the team chat. Not able to sync up the cooldowns there. And Doublelift and the rest of the team, they do get routed. Most importantly, Sneaky does secure the crab. So you could type worth in all chat afterwards for mental damage. But I think the mental damage was done for the side of Team Doublelift there. As that lead, it's gone. And it's an even game once again. In the break, Team Tarzan did secure the dragon as well. And Alorum now might secure Balls' ult once again as he lands the full combo. Good Urgot play coming out from the Urgot god himself. Best Urgot we have on the server.
That's right, Smacks. You heard Kobe.
Oh, man.
I still can't get over that argument. High, though, putting down the damage, but... Oh. What was that flash? High?
I think he still might get him.
Oh, okay.
Calculated.
Wow.
Kills off the creeps. He wins it. It's worth.
But
yep.
You know what? They both go down. Flash and Summoners being exchanged. Doublelift finding another hook onto Zeyzal. Zeyzal does have Solar Flare. He's going to find it onto Doublelift, but Valley doesn't have quite the damage to back it up.
Oh,
but
that
a
TP.
teleport is coming in. They take down Zeyzal, but Alorum is now going to come in.
Ooh.
What?
He
Okay,
sidesteps
he misses Fear Beyond Death. It's fine. Alorum wins these, right? Okay, but Sneaky has the moves. He's got the blue suede shoes. He's dancing on out of here. Doublelift flashing out as well. Oh my god. Alorum says, all right, screw this. I'm flashing in. I'm picking up the kill.
Okay, so Doublelift and Sneaky once again, though, their play in lane, it forces out another TP, another response as we're going to get a replay of this mid play. High, now the CEO of Radiance, his own brand, tries to flash over the shockwave, flashes into it, gets pulled on back, but hey, thankfully the culling, he's got it. It's calculated. Fire tries to flash forward over some of the bolts, but still catches enough to go down. Whereas Doublelift and Sneaky, this is a great hook and a great combo. Look at this Boomerang Blade. It actually catches value in the back half as well. It's a really good chunk coming out from Sneaky. And Zeyzal going in, looks like a little bit of a Sneaky and lane moment coming out from Zeyzal as he's going to melt down to the Ignite with the TP from Alorum. They knew it was coming. They tried to get the response, but the fact that Doublelift and Sneaky only get out, ceding 1 life, actually a big win for the side of Team Doublelift. So both bot laners, two of the best bot laners we've ever seen in LCS. I know it's a little bit of a roll swap for Doublelift, but he's on his blitzcrank. He's looking good. He's feeling comfortable. The fact they get out, only giving away 1, actually a win for Team Doublelift once again as Balls gets to catch back up and farm. Now we have a lane swap coming out. Oh, he guesses the dodge.
Doublelift is hitting these hooks. The question is now, you know, making sure that you don't always hit the hooks, on, especially on the targets that can run you down and kill you, as we saw in that River Int, we'll call it.
Yeah, he could have used the Chouster mind control on that one. Wasn't the right moment for the hook, but hey, Doublelift lying in wait as Sneaky gonna try and catch a plate. Oh, catches a Gale Force instead and has to burn
You know
heal.
what? Cubby, hang on. Pause. I just realized, like, I know Sneaky has been playing Sivir, but it just clicked for me that
It's pizza delivery Sivir.
it's the pizza delivery Sivir. Like, no wonder they're doing so well. Sneaky is
He's
literally
cosplaying.
he's mind controlling value in Zeyzal with his dashingly good looks in the cosplay.
This is true.
How can Value and Zeyzal focus on the game if they're just always looking at the skin, bro?
This is true. Sneaky this is how we got in everyone's heads internationally. They like scroll through their Instagram and be like, oh, that person, oh my god, that's Sneaky, and then it's just over. It's the mental gap for Sneaky really underrated here.
This is how Team Doublelift wins these games, guys.
That's true.
It's not about the skill. It's about Sneaky throwing up the cosplay.
Hey, you know what? It's a good old phrase, you know, look good, play good. That's Sneaky, right? Look good, play good.
Something to that effect. Team Doublelift still ahead slightly, but it's not a huge gold lead. So Tarzan are just only slightly behind. The next Rift Herald should be spawning in about a couple minutes from time before the Baron comes up, as Meteos is going to summon their Rift Herald on the top side of the map. Going to crash it, but there is a 4-man push from Team Tarzan looking to break open this mid turret. High getting engaged. Oh, Jesus. Well,
you weren't supposed to catch that at the end of Blade Tide. And
now Tarzan looking for the re-engage. Meteos being able to block the knockback with the black shield, locking him down.
I think
Dark
Meteos
Binding
still
does
dead.
land, but Meteos, yeah, well, he has flash, but even if he flashes with the wall, Zeyzal would be waiting. Oh,
Ooh.
Why flash? Come on, man.
Ooh.
You're just accept it. You're dead, man.
So the good news is that while they do give away a few lives, a few flashes that they didn't need to give away, they did crash a massive wave into the top side. And Balls, once again, mini-maps off. He's just farming in the side lane, still catching back up as High tries to clear out the wave, but catches the Zenith Blade from Zeyzal. Well played from the former support and teammate of High on C9 as Zeyzal continues to impress. And Meteos They're playing split map, right? The mid laner goes down. All of a sudden, they can't respond to an overload like this, and Tarzan just runs straight into Meteos, who... I don't know why you're flashing here, man. I will say, Value did hide the feathers in the terrain of the map, so that was a pretty cool play coming out from him. Maybe you didn't see those. I think that's why he might have flashed, but Team Tarzan, once again, punishing Team Doublelift as they take some more kills and they catch back up on the Rift. Now have a gold lead and up in Dragons as well, 2-0. As Team Doublelift, they have to contest the third one now, right? They can't get snowballed into a soul once again. That was their downfall in game 1, along with a lot of other things. But at least this game, they're on much better footing, and I expect for them to at least maybe try and contest the next one, and let's see if Doublelift and Meteos can keep on combining for these hooks into Dark Binds and keep on finding picks that we've seen be so effective for their team.
Team Tarzan, up in kills, up in Dragons, not necessarily in gold, but the amount of map pressure that you do get with the stats that you're currently rocking, Chem Tank, Stride Breaker for Tarzan and Lauren respectively, and Luden's Tempest as well for Fire. Between these three, you have more than enough damage. You don't even need value there at the party. You can just still send him mid lane, the contest for mid priority, to be able to open up the map and look for these plays on these side lanes. But Sneaky's going to be able to answer back because he is Sivir, so the wave clear is practically in the Champions kit.
I mean, Sentient AI, it seems appropriate, right? He's just pressing Q and W and auto-attacking minions. That's the Sivir strat says. Nice ring coming out there from Sneaky. Catches the backside of Value. Trying to clip some feathers off. As Sneaky, props to Sneaky, he has opened up quite a CS lead on Value thanks to how he's been rotating around the map with Doublelift. They've really been trying to funnel him farm. And we're going to have to see if Sneaky can make that pay off. I mean, historically, he has been one of the most consistent team fighting AD carries we've seen in LCS, but now Meteos going on to Alorum. He has to burn Flash.
Soul Shackles, as this is what the Predator is for. It's very similar to how the evolution of the Lilia Keystone came about. First, people thought it was Phase Rush / Dark Harvest, but then you just realize, well, if my best utility is just being able to get a 4-man Q into sleep, then you need the ability to get in range, right? And the Predator movement speed is what you need. But Meteos might be walking in. He doesn't have Soul Shackles. He already burned it on the top side of the map. Everfrost comes in for the value, but the stopwatch is only going to delay the inevitable. Tarzan coming in with the Onslaught of Shadows.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what Meteos been doing a couple times at this game, Rafa. It's, I don't know. As balls now
potentially
caught
looking
out.
for the solo kill. It's not really a solo kill if Zeyzal is there, so that's not fair. It's just forcing out balls, making sure that he doesn't have the easiest path to farming this sideway value in a one-on-one with Radiance, having the High forcing the flash with the wall. He gets the shutdown. Okay, I mean High is trying to do his best to find kills for Team Doublelift, but he's routed off by Tarz. Oh my God, that's BM. Okay, never mind. It's not BM.
They're
Tarzan
gifted
saying,
the
you know what?
It's part of the strats.
I am being a nice jungler and gifting over this kill over to Fire because I know that my duty as Hecarim, it's Chem Tank, and that's it.
You know that things are bad when Tarzan's dropping ego. Like, if he actually trusts his team, which it's looking like he really does, Team Doublelift's in trouble, man. He's trusting Fire. He's trusting his teammates. He's doing his job. This is concerning. And Doublelift might need to, place some more trust in teammates that aren't named Meteos this game, because 1-4 on the Morgana jungle. He's kind of struggling. A couple of these plays been a little bit on the interesting end. Okay, now we're going to see the Morgana speed clear. Here we go. This is why look at this.
It's so easy to do, and because you're of your Soul Siphon passive,
Dear Lord,
you just don't take any damage because you're constantly healing it back up off of the Tormented Soil, and the cooldown gets decreased for every second that the monsters are on top of the Tormented Soil, so it is very fast and it's very efficient. But when it comes to positioning, Morgana has a very low base movement speed, so whenever you see Meteos getting caught out, it's
Doublelift?
That's why. Zeyzal getting locked down by a bunch of crowd control right now. Balls getting answered back by the Shockwave, forces an Unstoppable Force onto Tarzan, but as the flash away, Onslaught of Shadows comes in response, and they find Balls.
Little bit overextended there. Doublelift not able to find a priority member with the hooks, but High trying to answer.
He's dashing. He's looking for the moves. He's got the gunslinger, but it's not enough, and High gets wiped out.
Zazel with the flash follow to lock down his former teammate. Those are 2 kills before the Dragon. This Dragon should be going over to Team Tarzan, but they're maybe looking for Sneaky. Instead, going to pull out, going to recede back. And Rafa, we talked about the importance of Ocean Soul Point, the importance that Doublelift contest it. They throw out their cooldowns that the tankiest members in the mid lane could not burn them down, and they get it turned around upon them. They get punished, and they are now staring Ocean Soul in the face for the 2nd game in a row.
Team Tarzan, after slowly making their way and making up the lead that Team Doublelift was able to get off of the back of High solo kill in the mid lane and Doublelift's hooks in the bottom lane as well. Team Tarzan are ahead, but check this out on the gold graph here provided by our wonderful production team.
Sneaky came to play today.
Yes. Sneaky is and has been not only putting up the most damage in both of these games, but also racking up the most gold. So this is all on Sneaky. And on a champion like Sivir, you're not going to have the most impact early on, but if you're able to stall out the game, which you definitely can because thanks to Sivir, you have a lot of wave clear potential in your kit.
Dude, it's just a Sivir
This
comp.
could be... yeah, it is, quote-unquote, just a Sivir comp.
It's just a Sneaky cosplay comp. Sneaky doing his best to carry Meteos over the finish line. I don't know what's going to happen to Meteos' body pillow after this one. I feel like that might have to be put in the closet for a little bit after this performance.
I didn't even know Doublelift had a body pillow, man.
No. Sneaky's got a body pillow of Meteos. Is now Doublelift called out. Here comes a fight.
Oh, that's right. Sneaky, you're going to need more than a body pillow to get you out of this one, my
he's
friend.
out.
Burning both flash and heal. A lot of his team are able to force it back onto Tarzan. Ball's using the unstoppable force, knocks him up. But the fear beyond death from Alorum finds Balls, and he just rampages through under the tower. No turret will be able to save Sneaky from certain death. High coming up on the flank, finds Tarzan, but it's still overall net advantage for Team Tarzan once again.
High does manage to clean up Tarzan on the backside, but still Sneaky caught out right off the bat. Doesn't feel like Team Doublelift, they're on the same page, Rafa. Feels like Team Tarzan, the exact opposite as Alorum. Nice play by the Stride Breaker, but High able to dash out of this, though. They do lose that mid-inner turret. 4K gold lead over to Team Tarzan, and Meteos and Doublelift. Zazel sidesteps both the hook and the bind is once again Doublelift trying to get on top of Zazel. Maybe he's trying to prove that he's a better support. I don't know. Doesn't look like that's the case so far, as all those cooldowns being burned. They have to use these to find picks, Rafa. When those miss and when Hecarim's able to get an ult off like that and rip through this backline after Sivir was chunked early like that as well, they just can't win any of these fights. They need to set up picks inside the jungle, but the fact that Team Tarzan now have a gold lead, they're not being allowed to do that. And Doublelift and Meteos, they have to start manipulating vision, finding ways to land some of these skill shots, because I think it's their only way back in this game.
You already said it before, Cubby. When it comes to having a pick composition, such as the one that Team Doublelift have made here with this Blitzcrank and Morgana, you are so dependent on vision control, but in order to get vision control, you got to make sure that you can contest the mid-wave. So then it gives you an opportunity to be able to push out and look for wards down in the jungle, in these river entrances as well. But they're not being given any opportunities whatsoever, because as soon as they show their faces in mid lane, if they overextend, Tarzan is there around the corner, ready to engage. Alorum is ready to TP flank or just make his way through. And this is a Stride Breaker, Black Cleaver, Urgot, a Dead Man's Play, Chem Tank, Hecarim here. Both of these guys are insanely fed, and they're so tanky that it's just hard for even a double marksman composition from Team Doublelift to take them down right now.
You can see Doublelift still fishing for a hook as Sneaky...
Watch the flank.
Wow.
Yeah, Sneaky's dead. Goodbye. Alarm on the flank as well,
Zazel
forcing
played
Balls
that
to use
so
an
well.
unstoppable force to make sure that he doesn't go down. Team Tarzan having complete control of the map right now.
Flyfire looking for Shockwave. It's Black Shield by Meteos. Now High's caught out.
One more tick of damage, and that's the Fear Beyond Death. Right back into the grinder. High will go down. Doublelift looking for another hook, but pretty sure that he's glad that he didn't hook Alarm there, because Alarm is very scary right now on this Urgot.
Game 2 of Alorum going off 4-0-2 here on 420. as Team Tarzan looking to make this one quick. Looking to go up 2-0. 2 games, 2 Barons. Game 1 was already over at this time, Rafa. And Team Tarzan looking to make this game over as quickly as possible to keep up their pace, keep up their speed run of this old LCS lineup that was so powerful back in the day. But obviously these guys coming out of retirement for some solo queue battles. I don't think they were expecting to get slapped around like this. As Team Tarzan, man, they came to play today, Rafa.
15,000 is a lot of money, man. So I would come to play too.
Yeah.
I would want to make sure.
I mean, we can't cast. Meteos may have not came to play, though.
Jesus Christ, man. Meteos, nowhere to run. Ball's already using the unstoppable force. Gets sent into the grinder once again. Double for Alorum. I mean, what else is new? Fire just straight up style and pulls up the sombrero. Flashing him forward, forcing Sneaky to use the heal. Does get out alive. But that is Ocean Soul picked up. And if you thought it was already damn near difficult for Team Tarzan to get killed by this double marksman composition, then the Ocean Soul is just going to make it even more oppressive.
I think this game's all but over, Rafa. As Tarzan with his Ocean Soul, I don't even think High can 1v1 him anymore. And Tarzan seems to know this. Ooh. Ooh.
Tarzan.
Dude.
Did he take any damage there? I feel
4,
like he
1,
healed
and
it all
10
back
on
up.
this Hecarim. Team Tarzan. Jungle gapping Meteos in this game. I think it's safe to say. We've got the sweatshirts to prove it, too. If you want these, discount code Alpha, by the way. It's either one store. But that said, Doublelift still looking for hooks, looking to fish his team back in the game. Hazel doesn't seem to care as he's dancing and hex flashing in front of Meteos and Doublelift. Now he's going to take the engage back in.
Bruh. Okay, well,
Oh,
Zazel
he's just
getting
baiting.
locked up by
It's a
Doublelift,
bait.
But it's a bait, a 3-man shot.
Wait,
Wait to follow
is
up
it a bait?
fire. It's not enough damage in the tank.
Is
and
it a
wait
bait?
a second. Team Doublelift, but look at Tarzan. Is
Alorum's
he taking
behind.
any
Alorum's
damage from
behind.
them? It's super hard. Alorum finally comes through with the flank, and now he's routed
poor
off the
Sneaky.
members. They've split up. Look, dude, what can Sneaky do? Tarzan, he
Oh,
knows,
God.
man. He can just stand there, take all the damage, doesn't take any because of Ocean Soul. Gives the kill once over to Value. And now Lorm is trying to run down the team captain in Doublelift. Flash over it. Go. Wait. Put the camera back. I want to see him run him down. Come on. Run him down. Get him. Okay. Well, this is... They're just...
This is nice. I like
This
this.
is- Okay. They're just memeing at this point. They know. They're having a good time.
What a base.
Let him go home.
The
Let him
captain
go
on captain
home.
violence.
Yo! What a gentleman's agreement. I like that. Doublelift making the safe journey home all the way back into the base. That is true sportsmanship from Team Tarzan, but
All right.
also Omega BM. I love it.
I think I'm putting on the sunglasses now, Rafa. This game's obviously for fun, as... You see the engage. Zazel was toying with these guys because he had backup. They had Alorum wrapping around from behind too, but this initially gets off to a good start, right? They find the early picks. They find 5 Fire, landing some of those skill shots, but Alorum and Tarzan just too fed, too big, and everything was burned, and Urgot, man, does a surprising amount of damage at this point of the game. And with Ocean Soul, he can't die, so Alorum rips through the rest of Team Doublelift. As now we get the fun part.
I was ready for
This was
Alorum
special.
to fall. Yeah, to fall him with the flash and just run him down, and then they just looked into each other's eyes and they said, "No, man, Peter, it's okay. You can rest now."
Tarzan says, bruh, Tarzan's like, bruh, you're going to need this life because we're coming for all of them. And they're coming for this game too as well. Looking to go up 2-0. As Team Tarzan up 11k gold in this one, Rafa. And the lane swap, game 1, didn't work out too hot for Team Doublelift. Game 2, it looked a little bit better. High had a real good start in the mid lane, but it's just not enough as Alorum really has slingshot himself ahead of balls and looks invincible on the Urgot, but I say that... Oh, he dead.
Oh, well, Alorum does have a GA. Can he fight a 1-on-4 even through a second life? That is the question. I don't think so. Even through Ocean Soul, he gets eviscerated here. Shutdown does go over to Doublelift, though, and Zazel finds one back. And Team Tarzan, they give up Alorum for the greater cause, giving false hope, the old CLG strat. Good old salute to Doublelift.
Dude, that's what they needed for this game, man. They wanted one of those CLG blue side only strats. That's the real old school throwback, as not going to be enough. Sneaky, once again, doing what he can. He's trying to 1v9. As High dashing in aggressively, using the Gale Force out, trying to defend the base. They do survive. They keep one of the inhibitors up. Meteos. Okay. Okay. He's good. He's not going to feed one over. Every single time Meteos steps up my screen, like, I'm getting a little bit concerned here. I feel like there's good reason for that.
Yeah. Well, so, like, the thing about Morgana jungle, we've talked about the benefits and the strengths. Obviously, you clear super fast, right? There's an argument at this point where you clear faster than Hecarim and
You bring
Meteor.
a lot of utility, too.
Yes. The only thing is, as a standalone jungler, when you're walking around, you have no ways of being able to get out if you miss the binding. If that thing goes wide, you're dead in the water. And even if you flash over the wall, when you're looking at the rest of these champions, they have ways to be able to just chase you down because they have more movement speed than you.
Speaking of more move speed.
Well, Doublelift still
that's
has
not
flash.
Fair.
Oh, man. Alarm said, you know what? I gave you the pass last time. Okay, but wait a minute. Ball's looking for the re-engage. 5 fire pop in this double stopwatch, trying to buy as much time. He is going golden for so long. It threw off High, thinking that he had a chance to be able to just find one back. But my goodness, well played from 5 fire, baiting High in. He goes down, and now Tarzaned. We're going to see the jungle diff come out in full force here, Cubby. Onslaught of Shadows coming in. Meteos flashing for no reason. He's just trying to buy as much time as we can. And now, Cubby, if I have to say anything, Team Tarzaned taking game 2, I want to see an answer from Team Doublelift as we get ready for game 3. We'll see you in a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. 2-0. From Team Tarzaned. Team Doublelift, I don't know if they have what it takes. So when we're looking at this game 3, it's like, all right, we might as well bring out the 15,000 cash prize and put Tarzan's name all over it. But I want to see something. I want to see something, Doublelift. Come on, man. Show me something. Sneaky, once again, had the most damage in the game, had the most gold in the game, and they're just not doing enough to empower this man.
I mean, once again, like, we have a tradition here on T1 stream, you know, like when we're playing on the Smurf accounts that he has, like, you know, the ones that are, you know, just GM and not like, you know, top 10 challenger, we throw on the shades. And so if we're going to have games like those, I mean, we might as well throw on the shades too, Rafa, because
that's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, it looks like a sneaky 1v9 out there right now. And when I came into this, that's the last thing I was expecting to see happen. But Sneaky came to play. The rest of his team, they got to come to play too, because right now,
I will
it's
give credit
not too good.
But before you get ahead of yourself, I will give credit to High. He did find a solo kill on the 5 fire and on the Lucian. It did seem like he was having his way.
Balls was doing his job. He got counterpicked. He was doing okay.
You know, the Balls already dropping the ego, picked the Malphite, said, you know what, I got to find a way to be useful this game. So, you know, at least you can always press R, but Meteos, man, you have one of the best junglers in the game on this Morgana, and you're letting yourself get caught out so carelessly. You got to remember, Morgana doesn't have, you know, high movement speed. You're not playing Udyr, you're not playing Hecarim, where you get to run around super free, and if you get caught out, you have a get out free gel card. If you get caught out, you're donezo. So, got to be more careful. Even with the Predator Keystone, it's not going to be enough movement speed once you get caught out. So, game 3 here. Team Doublelift. Please, guys, don't let me down, because Tarzaned and their team are wiping the floor, and we gotta see some fight back from you guys.
I mean, at this point, too, like, they're just letting the chat down, because obviously, game 5, if we get there, T1 does join us. I know that you guys are probably tired of seeing us on this stream by now, so honestly, just do it for the people and start to win some games to play for content, right? Doublelift's got to start picking things back up and need some of that Cloud9, Alex Penn, reverse sweep tweet magic to help them out with this one. Maybe you can summon the power of that with C9, but until then, we got to fix something real quick, Rafa.
Well, I will tell you, Cubby, that Team Doublelift have one last strat in the bag. Backs against the wall.
You just say strat in a bag?
Yes, strat in a bag.
Game 2. Chipotle sponsored trash bag. Another C9 jersey.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yep.
Oh, no. Not again. Damn, dude.
All right. It's starting to get pretty full. I don't know if I can fit a hoodie in there, to be honest, but we're going to have to see.
Oh, shit. Well, okay. But what? Come on. Let me tell you. Team Doublelift, they have one more strat, and we kept talking about Sneaky. We talked about him having the most gold, the most damage in the game. There's one more strat. We got an inkling of it in game 2, but this is the full strat that they need to engage in, Cubby. Sneaky has to pull out the cosplay set, man. He has to pull out the OnlyFans, and he's got to send it immediately to the entire Team Tarzan crew. He has to distract them. He has to. At this point, when $15,000 is on the line, you got to do anything to do. You got to do anything you can to win. And if it's, you got to stoop to any means necessary. You got to pull out all the weapons. You got to pull out all the assets. Team Doublelift. Let's see, man. Let's see if the DMs were sent from Sneaky. We'll see it reflect in the game performance. If Team Tarzan are acting a little more slow, a little bit more distracted, you already know, chat. You already know.
Get in the mental headspace, the free real estate. To be fair, Doublelift, the team that he is playing with, they owned a lot of real estate in his head early in his career, right? Denying him from that trophy, the domestic trophy that he now has so many of in the later half of his career, right? So seeing if he can win one with the boys, with the old C9 crew, one of the most beloved teams we've ever seen here in North America. Unfortunately, not so beloved at the moment. Gonna have to find some magic here in this game 3 to try and turn things around, as I'm not sure which side each team is on, but once again, amazing to see the Diana respect ban, and because I see the Urgot, Team Doublelift most likely on the blue side, right? A Worms Urgot, so good. He's proven it in Proving Grounds. He's proven it in Tyler 1 solo queue battle, and earns a well-deserved ban along with the pony from Tarzan. So Doublelift saying, we've seen you win games with these 3 champions. We're not going to let you have any of them. We don't really care about the rest of the meta picks. We feel okay about that. I'm curious to see if they open this up once again with first pick Lucian.
Doublelift. What is your first pick priority for this squad? Diana already being taken off the table. Jinx and Tristana also respectfully being taken away from Sneaky. The Morgana, like we already mentioned before, powerful jungler, but it didn't really work out in favor. So there's just different things.
Do it.
Oh, okay.
Ball special.
Now, no, but check this out, though. Meteos has been playing Rumble Jungle.
They can triple
on his
flex
solo
this.
queue account. They can triple flex this. High can also play it in the mid lane. So this is... And it looks like getting word here. Hold up. Pause champ. Doublelift and High are actually role swapping this game. So High's going to be playing support, and Doublelift will be taking the reins in the mid lane. So it looks like the Doublelift Blitzcrank wasn't enough, and now he's going to run mid lane. But
This is their 3rd game, and they're playing a 3rd different lineup?
I mean, they're changing things up.
What kind of prep did they do coming into this? They should have figured this out by now, man.
Well,
this really is the Goon Squad.
They are doing the good old Dignitas strat, courtesy of other former pro player. I'm a cutie pie. If we don't know what we're doing, how will Team Tarzan know what we're doing? And so sometimes you got to throw in curveballs like that. You're 0-2. Your backs are against the wall. $15,000 on the line, man. You got to try something new.
All right. Well, I mean, we're trying something new. We got the shades on. Hopefully, Doublelift looks like he's leaning into the same magic as Kai'Sa's still very strong. AD carry on this patch. Might be locked in here. Blind picked for the side of Sneaky and not Doublelift this time around. And wouldn't be surprised if they paired that up with a support. They already see the Leona, so they might get a counter off, and they could keep the 3-way flex for this Rumble. So maybe, who knows, has High been practicing Rel at all? A Thresh might be pretty good here as well into the Leona. Could be an option. Instead, another flex pick, potentially with this Voldabear, and that is going to be secured. So, once again, Team Doublelift on this blue side, keeping a lot of cards close to their chest at the blackjack table. They are down a little bit, have to find some wins to come back. But they have all the flexes available, and Tarzan, oh boy, we get the Nidalee.
Yeah! Okay. My favorite champion being locked in. Tarzan also being one of the better Nidalees on the server here. There's a couple other ones. You know, Anda's Nidalee, pretty damn spicy. But Tarzan on this Nidalee, it was and still remains to be his main champion of choice. If you guys check out Tarzan's YouTube, you see the logo, the Nidalee. I mean, it says it all. And this guy, absolutely insane with the mechanics. Tarzan has been taking more of an initiative role in the first 2 games with the Hecarim, with the Diana, being the first one to engage. But now, Nidalee, that's not necessarily the same case. You're not the first one to go in a 5-on-5 situation, but you're looking around. You're looking for spears. You're looking for assassinations. You're looking for invades. And for Team Doublelift, we still don't know what the jungle pick of choice is because this Rumble is up in the air as a flex pick.
And the one thing that I really like about this Nidalee too is if they pair it up with gank assist. So you already have the Leona, can bring a lot of CC in the lanes, give Tarzan a place to look if he wants to start to get some of his laners ahead. Want to see them lock in some gank assist across the other lanes now, as they will have to start to show a little bit more in their hand where the solution goes. I expect the solution to be in the hands of Firefire. It's a decent matchup into the Rumble. If the Rumble is sent mid, and wouldn't be surprised if we see Value's Ezreal come out. Another champion that he's very well versed on. Something that can dodge out from the Volibear stuns or the Rumble ults coming out from whoever decides to get their hands on the Rumble, and is going to be Value's Ezreal, a pick that he's been very good on throughout Proving Grounds, Rafa.
Value, once again, another ADC that allows him to be weak side on this bottom side so that they can continue focusing on the top side of the map. And even when he's on picks like Senna, like Xayah, and now this Ezreal, he still performs. He puts in the damage. And now Team Doublelift, we're going to finally lock down where all these picks are going. It looks
Keep
like...
in mind, Doublelift's mid. He's playing that Orianna.
All right, well, Doublelift on the Orianna. Now, would you still say that even if they roll swap? Because, I mean, Doublelift on Kai'Sa is pretty nuts. It wasn't enough in Game 1, as we saw earlier today, but anything could happen. And with those 2 solo lanes being allocated, I would believe that Orianna going mid lane. Volibear could technically go either top lane or jungle here. So I guess it's just really up to Team Doublelift whether they want to determine that they want to... What? Say that again, production?
Doublelift and I swapped again. All right, so it's going to be high point of Orianna mid. As, I mean, we figured...
What the heck?
We figured Doublelift on a mage would be pretty concerning. So probably best they put high on the Orianna mid. But meanwhile, they took out the Urgot, the Nico, the Aatrox, and the pick ban Rafa. But they forgot about Alorum Scion. And it looks like it's going to be Rumble top. So Ball's getting his specialty pick. Scion able to survive a lot of that. Will lose some early shove, but can scale pretty well into this lane. So it's going to be really on Balls, on Meteos to try and get out on the map, make some impact, find this Nidalee early, and try and set Tarzan behind. Meanwhile, Tarzan and Firefire, if they work together and use this mid priority that Lucian can grant you, I'm curious to see if Tarzan gets up in the face of Meteos, because Nidalee, once you get that early red buff, so good at harassing the enemy. And a lot of potential for them to do some damage in the jungle of Team Doublelift if he's able to get ahead and use the captain's pick to the most potential that it can be used to. Nidalee could be very, very, very powerful against Meteos, especially if you get the Game 2 Meteos, who didn't have his best game.
Yeah. You do want to be careful, though, when fighting a Volibear straight up in a one-on-one, because Volibear has pretty damn good stats, and he can stat check you. Nidalee, compared to Volibear, has lower base HP, so if Tarzan is not able to find Meteos when he's already low, or if he doesn't connect a long-range spear to get him around past his half HP mark, then Tarzan does not win those straight up 1v1. You have to use the range to your advantage. You have to whittle down Meteos before you finally engage in with that Cougar execute. But now that we're going to get into the game, I think it's time.
We're going to have faith that these guys take this a little bit more seriously.
Yes.
As we've had our fun, we've had our games. But yeah, that said, as Rafa, dude, you're so OP, man. You just take off the glasses and put on another super awesome pair.
Yeah. That's because I'm blind, man.
No, it's because you just have swag 24/7. I regret having like 1320 vision. It's too good. I want to have bad vision and look cool like you.
You know what? You just stare at Age of Empires for 12 hours a day as a 5-year-old, and that's how you become partially blind early on as a child. So
I was thinking about just staring at Meteos' point of view of that Game 2 for 24 hours and seeing how far that gets me.
I mean, you'd see a lot of gray screen, basically.
That's true.
But, you know, that does cause a blindness already. But, ladies and gentlemen, game 3. I want to see a comeback. I want to see some fight back from Team Doublelift. Because otherwise, if this is just a 3-0, then Tarzaned is never going to let it go. And at this point, I don't know who can take on this squad in these future money matches.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, Team Tarzaned, man, nothing but dominant. And someone's going to have to come claim the title against Team Tarzaned because he is just farming Tyler 1 for money. I really feel like it's getting the T1's head, too. I mean, we heard him in the pre-show. Like, he wants Tarzaned to lose. Like, let's be real.
You know, last time in game 2, High took the Lucian into Firefire's Orion. He got the solo kill. Now Firefire saying, you know what? Now it's my turn. My turn. Let me show you how to really push your lead with this matchup. Now, the way to really inflict mental damage, though, if Team Doublelift want to find an advantage, is if High is able to mind control Firefire into another solo kill. Because that way, High will have demonstrated prowess in the matchup in both sides of it, right?
This is true. This could be Firefire dealing a lot of mental damage. And if you guys have followed Firefire at all throughout his career in amateur or proving grounds, he has a little bit of swagger to his gameplay. Definitely plays with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, like he has something to prove at all times, and always loves to show off his individual skill. Good chance to do so here.
Sneaky and Doublelift. Once again, back at it again. And it's the Kai'Sa Braum combo, which is something that we used to see a lot when Kai'Sa was first released back in the tail end of Season 7, I want to say. I think it was right at the cusp of the Ardent, before Ardent Sensor was like the thing. But Kai'Sa Braum was absolutely massive during that summer of 2017. And now we get to see it again against Ezreal Leona, where, you know, Leona, she only goes forward, and if she goes a little too far forward, then Kai'Sa Braum are more than capable of being able to take them down, and they have the push advantage as well already, getting the level 2 power spike. Shoutouts to Cutie Pie once again.
I feel like you really wanted Cutie Pie to sub in for this game. Like, that was going to be the thing that was going to save this team.
I haven't seen him in forever, man. Like, does he still stream? That's my question.
I don't know, man. He's just probably playing Among Us with the boys or something.
Chilling with Small Cat. Oh, Cat, what are you meowing about? Man, those were like golden era lit streams back in 2016, 2017. Anyway.
I feel like we're just forcing Cutie Pie in because it's 420 and you just want to say lit. Anyway, moving on. Back to this game. Meteos looking at the mid lane.
That is not intentional, by the way. That is not intentional. Firefire, though, getting a huge push on to High. Sub 200 HP, but Meteos waiting in the wings. Firefire. He doesn't have Ignite, so he can't really test the waters and go for a solo kill on the High under tower. It would be far too dangerous, but he is putting High in a very uncomfortable spot.
I might have to use that TP. Already burned the flash as well. As Tarzaned and Meteos, they did trade crabs. They both skipped over a camp, and this gives Tarzaned a timing. He's coming bot. We have a fight breaking out. Doublelift. Sneaky, they're in trouble.
Making a long flank spear from over the wall. Flying. Sneaky flashing away, but it's just super easy for Tarzaned to clean up. And First Blood actually went over to Firefire in the mid lane because there was a solo kill. It looked like Firefire dove High under turret as well. Kills across the board, all for Team Tarzaned. 3-0 to begin Game 3.
That's not the start that we wanted to see in this one. Not the start that Team Doublelift needed, as he might be doing a magic trick to disappear from this event early if things keep on going the way they are. So Lorum going to get forced off the wave by Boss. So Boss, once again, playing his specialty pick in the Rumble. The pick that he really made a name for himself on throughout his career.
Yes, sir.
Definitely knows this matchup. And is lighting that giant mech in the top lane on fire as much as he can. Whereas Meteos, does steal the camp.
And Tarzaned, though, does have a Lorm waiting in the wings.
Meteos is okay with this, I think.
Yeah, I think Meteos is fine. Tarzan's going to be able to take the consolation prize of the smaller Krugs, but Meteos managing to smiting away the big rock monster. Walks back into the safety of his topside jungle Firefire. running down Hind currently with the press the attack. A couple more auto attacks. One more dash in, and just like that.
Oof.
So damn easy, and Tarzan might be able to find a solo kill, flashing in for the takedown on the balls.
As we see the mech get sent into orbit. And Rafa, this series might just be getting sent into orbit early, as I think Tarzan maybe thought he was competing in games done quick today. I don't know what's going on.
Speed run 80%?
Yeah, he's Doublelift's team. They're getting this sped run. We might have to get, maybe for the next solo queue battle, you know, we can get Doublelift against, like, I don't know, team of master tier players. Maybe that's more fair.
No. I think at this point, with the way that Tarzan has been trashing these teams, first with General Sniper, then with Night Blue, and now potentially Team Doublelift, I think whether it's in this match as an alternative bonus or for the next money match, I think you got to bring in the big guns, man. You got to bring in the man himself, Tyler 1. Because, Tyler,
I thought
if
you were
you're
gonna say
listening,
Faker.
buddy... No, well... That's extreme measures, but who's to say that Tyler 1 and Faker can't be on the same team? They're both T1.
It's true.
It is.
Things get really confusing.
Yeah, and it's not like T1 are going to be busy during May. They didn't make it to MSI, so they're... Tyler 1 might be able to hit him up. We'll see how it goes. Now, Zazel forced the flash, burning the Ignite down on the Doublelift. But Value and Zazel do have 5 fire coming in for the reinforcement. Sneaky getting locked down. That's the third kill of the game. 4-5 fire, 6-0. A 2,000 gold lead before 7 minutes here, Cubby.
Jesus, Rafa. I mean, the first 2 games, pretty rough for the side of Team Doublelift. This one, though, looks like it's taking the cake for the one that is the roughest, as Balls being as secure, really the security lifeline in the top lane so far, really trying to hold down the fort, but everything around him is just on fire. Zazel, oh man.
Zazel, no fear whatsoever. He knows he's living rent-free in this jungle along with Tarzan. Tarzan saying to Medios, hey, you took my Krugs last time. I want it back.
You know, Rafa, I think I figured it out. For the next solo queue battle, this is what we do to run it back, all right?
Okay, I'm listening.
Same teams, but instead of this being produced in Iceland, where it's an international event, we bring the production back to NA, so, you know, NA has a chance, because NA doesn't have any chance in international events.
Sad but true. We're gonna have to see how the current iteration of
We'll talk about
Cloud9 does at MSI next month.
That's true.
They are in the same group, however, as Dam1 Kia, though, so that is already... I don't know. It is what it is sometimes. You know, if NA want to perform well in international, then they got to go up against the final boss first. Because if they can get past them, then maybe we have a chance against
I can't believe that Tarzan's
LPL.
the final boss.
Dude.
Let's just take a moment to, you know, let that, like, sink in, really.
Sometimes it is what it is, man. You know, Tarzan just already running the gauntlet here. 2-time Tyler 1.
Let's
money match
import
champion.
Damwon Kia to face Team Tarzan and see how that goes.
Tarzan versus Canyon. Could you imagine the matchup? Well, let's see. Zazel finding another engage on the Doublelift, but he blocks the True Shot Barrage with his Unbreakable. And now, Cubby, I actually wanted to ask you this. As the former best Braum player in NA.
This is true.
Grandmasters, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, I need to get your grading on Doublelift's Braums right now.
Well, in this lane, as Braum, you really don't have much of a chance to play against Leona. Leona's a really bad matchup for Braum. And Doublelift, you know, they got caught with their pants down trying to crash that wave when Tarzan came to gank, so he really hasn't had a chance to perform. But we're going to have to see what happens. I must say that I didn't see, like, the setup and everything, and speaking of the setup top lane, we're going to have to interrupt this point, because Balls is maybe going down in the next wave. He's in a lot of trouble. But we're going to have to see how he plays the team fights, and if he has a chance to play team fights at all. But,
yeah. That was quite lucky timing on the minion wave there. Tarzan was looking for the spear to sync up with a Lorm's knockup, but that first melee minion took the spear hit, making sure that Balls couldn't get killed by the execute damage from Tarzan's takedown.
Well,
So it
this
saves
is
his
actually
life.
nice. So while all this is going on, Meteos did sneak the Rift Herald, and they dropped it mid to take some plates and crash a wave. So that's at least an okay play
Okay.
coming out from Team
Some
Doublelift. A little bit of gold
objectives.
injection.
I like it.
They're gonna need like
Pardon
10
me.
more of those. Oh, here we go.
Doublelift flashing
I
forward
like
on the value.
this. I don't like that.
He has no flash. True shot barrage, but the Glacial Fissure goes wide, and Zazel and Tarzan are here, but Meteos comes in with the dunk! Okay, value going down. Doublelift will trade his life, though, and it's also going to be Sneaky's life going down. Meteos is going to have to walk out of this one. No way of being able to avenge his fallen comrades.
I like the play from Doublelift until he whiffed the R. He gets a 4 out of 10. As that play turned around by Tarzan, who is so far looking like a 10 out of 10 on the Italy. 3-0-2. Driving his team to victory as Five Fire keeps on driving the wave into the mid lane. Gives Tarzan prio. He's been able to steal away some camps from Meteos. Looking real good. As Doublelift not going to catch out Tarzan on that ward. Tarzan continues to lead his team to victory, Rafa. I mean, this has been such an impressive run coming out from the solo queue jungler as, oh boy. Oh, we're going to do him like this, Joe?
Well, Joe heard that you gave Doublelift to Braum a 4 out of 10, and he had to take another look back at why. But Meteos did have an excellent follow-up with that Stormbreaker, though.
Meteos looking a little bit better in this one. Morgana looked a little bit uncomfortable. He got caught out a couple times, but trying to make the plays, get his team back in this one as high. Tarzan shorts the jump, but should be able to use that to secure the Raptors. So once again, still finding a win on the back half of the play, but overall, not the worst thing in the world to burn out the culling. A little bit of pressure that High's not going to have to deal with in the mid lane now. As Tarzan still staying ahead in farm, staying ahead in camps on the Italy. Potentially looking for another setup on the old mid laner as C9.
Making sure that Five Fire is able to walk out. High had already used the shockwave, so it's not like there is any lethal threat, but in case Meteos was on the top side of the map, Tarzan just making sure that hover protects Five Fire in this laning phase as he continues to have priority and dominance over this lane. But High, I will give him credit. Despite giving up 2 kills, he's kept up in CS
He's hanging
against
in there.
Five Fire. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The old captain's doing just okay. He did solo kill him last game of the matchup, too. So, you know, Five Fire did it without Ignite, but still, you know, a little bit of the matchup going, I'd say, not completely one-sided over to Five Fire in the mirror matchup. I know we did tease that earlier. High's doing his best to hold his own. And this is the point of the game where things do get a little bit more comfortable for the Orianna, right? You have the Ludens, so you can have the mana to sustain the ability spam, and also the extra boots, and she has a little bit of cloth armor as well to somewhat survive Lucian. C5 Fire can't quite play as aggressively as he was earlier in this matchup, so more stabilization needed from the side of Team Doublelift, but at least doing their best early, Rafa, to try and get back in this one. It's been a 3k gold lead for a while. They will most likely have to see this dragon as well. They are deterring some of these plays.
Zazel forcing a dive on the High in the mid lane. They got the flash. Zazel having to burn both of his summoner spells to get out of harm's way on that one. But Tarzan and Value just running down Sneaky, running down Doublelift. But the equalizer comes in. The red carpet is coming out. Balls flashing in. He burns down 2 before eventually going down. Team Doublelift fighting back, but it's still a massive deficit that they have to overcome as... Corrupting Potion?
No,
oh my god, Peter's alive.
He's good. He's riding that out of there. But man, what a save from Balls. That equalizer into the flash. The only thing that prevented that play from going 100% the way of Tarzan. Keep in mind, since they come out on even, Rafa, they get shutdown goal for themselves. So good play coming out from Team Doublelift as they're trying to weather the storm once again in this game. Find themselves behind early, but doing their best to deter some of the aggression coming out from the side of Team Tarzan as the flash from High actually forces the flash from Zazel. I like that. Sneaky does get caught, isn't quite able to kill her instinct over the wall, but Doublelift does a good job of getting the shield in front, buying enough time, and they overcommit into the choke where Balls just turns on the barbecue and melts 2 of the members of Team Tarzan as, oh, I love this view. The new Rumble skin.
Not the doll, man.
Dude, the T-Tours, man. Joe Oh, give a round of applause for Joe in the chat, guys. The production, we got Joe, we got Doc, we got Sam Price behind the scenes, making this as cool as possible for you guys at home, trying to bring all the hype. They definitely help us quite a bit with the graphics and the league director looks that we get.
Yes,
Way
sir.
too OP. All the way from Iceland being powered by a volcano. Pretty cool.
Wait, he actually plugged himself into the volcano? Now
Yeah,
that,
I mean, how
that
else do you
part
think
I
you get
didn't
power
know.
over there? Yeah.
Yo, Joe! You okay back there? He's good. He gave
All
me
right,
a
we're
good
good.
wave. Yeah, he gave me a thumbs up. All right. Just want to make sure. Volcanoes are pretty hot, Cubby. You know, if you haven't noticed. You ever touched a volcano? Let alone
No.
plug yourself into one?
No! If I ever touched a volcano. That's the exact question that I was expecting today when I signed up for this cast with you, Rafa.
Second dragon of the game being taken by Team Tarzan. It is going to be Mountain Soul. More resistances could be dire for Team Doublelift, but just as I say that,
Oh my
Fire are
goodness.
getting way too overconfident in that bottom side, and Sneaky finds himself a really nice shutdown.
All right, Doublelift gets a 10 out of 10 on that Braum play as he's able to use the exhaust to turn that one around on himself. Azazel now looking for the roam. Not able to find it. High able to sneak out, so Team Doublelift continue to make the right plays, come back. They're going on Tarzan now. Ooh.
Oh, the dunk comes in.
Let's go.
Stormbreaker, Meteos. Slamming down into Tarzan, okay. Is this the comeback, chat?
It has
Do
to
we
be
see
the comeback.
Team Doublelift actually find their way back into this game?
They have to do their best to come back into this one, and hey, props to Team Doublelift. Those were two really solid plays led by himself and Sneak in the bot lane as High overstays, gonna go down. Zazel able to sneak on out. The mid tower drops. Didn't have the shockwave available. I
Should shot
believe he
barrage?
used it to try and burn the
Okay,
wave.
okay.
Actually gonna stop
Yeah.
the base. Not
Okay.
bad. Another mid wave's going to die because of that true shot barrage, but hey, Sneaky and Doublelift are doing their best to pull their team back into this one, and I love the fact that Meteos is in the bot lane to back up that play, disable that turret so they're able to follow through on the dive and get both members in the bot lane, Rafa.
Alorum was struggling early on in the laning phase just because Rumble is a nuisance to play against, especially when you are a scaling tank. But now that he has some resistances on his
Yeah, he's
sides,
in good
Merc
shape
Treads
now.
and the Sunfire, he's gonna be absolutely just fine. And the
He
grasping
gets
undying
tickled by Rumble for the rest of the game. The damage just doesn't matter.
Fire trying to take this red buff, but Sneaky says, no, this one's mine. The Fire's gonna try to fight for it, but Sneaky, he's got friends.
Oh, Fire really wanted that red buff.
Hey, you already know how confident that Team Tarzan are
Tarzan's
looking.
here.
Meteos gonna try to engage on Alorum, but the stoppable onslaught gets the knockup down. Equalizer comes out and responds. Balls a little too deep though. Does he get the kill back onto Tarzan? But he's got the
Oh, yeah, a bit too
stopwatch.
deep.
He's just fine. Solar Flare and the rest of the reinforcements from Team Tarzan come through the jungle, locking down Meteos. Two members off the map here. Team Doublelift now. How do they respond?
The mid priority coming up big there for Team Tarzan enabled their bot lane to rotate early, and now Fire TPing back to the mid lane. I believe he thought that he was going to get collapsed upon, which he's wiser to it, right? Doublelift and Sneaky, they were roaming down looking for a play, so that looks a little bit awkward, but I think that Fire kind of had the foresight to call out the fact that, hey, I can just TP out of this and make sure that I don't give away anything on the side lane. And his TP not nearly as valuable as Scion, so kind of like that play coming out from Fire in the mid lane. As Team Tarzan, we had a 3-minute window where it looked like Team Doublelift was coming back into this one. They immediately shut the door on it, Rafa. Back to a 3K gold lead. Back to dominance. Mid priority coming out so Tarzan can get into the jungle of Team Doublelift. Take away all those resources. Really been off the back of Zazel and Value's play in the mid lane too. They've really been holding down the fort. Now that they've rotated here, we're going to have to see if Zazel can find and engage as Team Doublelift. Sneaking around in the river, trying to set up for this dragon early. It's a
Watch
third
Meteos,
dragon.
though.
Oh.
Shockwave comes out from High as he's trying to clear out the mid wave. Alarm gets interrupted on the unstoppable onslaught train of escape. But Meteos, I don't think he has the movement speed to be able to keep up with Alarm, and now he's looking to turn things around because Zazel is there in the wing. Solar Flare lands on the ball, Spear lands, and Tarzan doesn't even need to get in range because Zazel has enough damage to be able to take down Balls once again. The rest of Team Doublelift have to scatter like the winds. The Rift Herald will be popped, and now here comes the siege.
Dude, that chain CC from Team Tarzan, have they been scrimming? Like, behind the scenes? They look so clean. Oh!
I mean, this is a
Doublelift.
practice. This is a somewhat practiced team. If you think back, that this is the roster that Tarzan ran for the second
It looks
money
so
match.
good. I gonna sidestep that Zenith Blade. Still looking to fish for a shockwave value. Arcane shifts in very aggressively. They know if they keep the pressure, they're gonna get Dragon for free when it spawns. Here comes a fight.
But he doesn't have stopwatch anymore, but Tarzan is just fine. The rest of his
Oh,
team is
no.
just absolutely piss smurfing right now. They wipe the
Equalizer?
floor. But Equalizer comes up. It's huge. It scatters the members of Team Tarzan. But do they have enough damage in the backside? Shockwave lands on the 2 members, but it's not doing enough damage. They
flash.
finally get the shutdown on the 1 on the Zazel. Low HP bars across all 4 members of Team Tarzan, but just not enough follow-up from Team Doublelift to be able to clean them up here, Cubby.
So High could base and TP back into the fight, but not going to be the option. Said they're probably just going to see the Dragon. So engage from Doublelift comes out. They try to get on the Tarzan, but the angle that Value and Firefire have, too much damage coming out from the side. The only thing that saved the fight, once again, this Equalizer from Balls, so key as it melts down Alorum, and then the Shockwave turn from High as well to try and keep turning the fight in their favor. It does get 2. Not enough overall, as Zazel does overcommit, trying to turn back this fight, but Rafa, Team Doublelift, using all their sums there, could not win the fight, could not prevent the 3rd Dragon from being taken for the side of Team Tarzan, and it's been 3 games, and every single Dragon's gone to the side of Team Tarzan. That's how dominant they've been in this match.
Oh. Does he steal it? Okay, not quite. Nice timing, though. Just, fortunately, a little too early from Value as he was looking for the steal onto that blue buff. But for Team Tarzan, 5,000 gold, an advantage. Looking for the Solar Flare on the sneaky. Flash immediately in response.
Oh, man. Dude, Team Doublelift, if they don't turn it around here, they might be bowing out of Tyler 1's solo queue battle faster than the soccer teams are bowing out from that new Super League, as everyone's backing out of that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Reaching real deep for the sports reference there for anyone in the chat. If you get that, you're a true Premier League fan. I respect that. But, oh, man. I mean, they're looking to take a fast out. Team Tarzan looking to maintain their dominance. Maintain the kings of the Tyler 1 solo queue battle as they are collapsing upon Team Doublelift. And Tyler 1, man, he brought the big guns in to try and get out Team Tarzan, but that's not enough, and another fight breaks out.
Equalizer comes out, but it only hits Alorum. Zazel jumps right into the thick of the fight. Tarzan in the 1v1 on the balls, but Value has been shut down and routed out by Meteos, and now the fight is scattered.
Zazel
Maybe this
down.
is where Team Doublelift are able to turn things around, but they already lost Sneaky. They lost their primary carry. It's going to be up to Meteos, High, and Doublelift to turn things around on the 3v3, but a beautiful
Tarzan.
snipe from Tarzan from downtown.
Tarzan.
American Sniper, another one. Bites the dust. Tarzan finding the double, finding the triple. Give it to him. Doublelift. He's going to try to run away, but Tarzan in hot pursuit. He's going to get the
Captain on
movement speed from the
captain
brush from
violence.
the passive. Come on, baby. Spear does not land, but Tarzan should have enough damage. Will pounce over the wall. Looks for a Doublelift flashing, but the spear does not land.
Oh, Tarzan landing the snipes, turning on the point-and-click skill shots there with the Nidalee spears in that fight, Rafa. Hits everything, and Team Tarzan not slowing down for anything in the process of that as they wipe Team Doublelift off the face of the rift and are now looking to take the Baron for themselves in the pocket. Says this fight, it was looking a little bit,
Yo!
Okay. It started to go the way of Team
Absolutely.
Doublelift, but then Tarzan says, nope. I'm landing both these spears. Looking real hot on the side of Team Tarzan as they're looking to secure the 3-0, secure the 15K in their pockets, and looking to make quick work of Team Doublelift.
Obviously, we have to give, credit to Tarzan for landing those spears, but that first spear landing, huge shout-outs to Alorum for getting such a massive decimating smash to lock them in place so that all that Tarzan has to do is just thread one through the needle, being able to find it, working hand in hand. I think throughout all these 3 matchups, hold that thought. Okay, resuming thought, because High's dead. Tarzan and Alorum have been so far the most consistent members in these matchups. Jesus Christ! Tarzan, let me finish a thought, man.
No,
I know
he
you're trying
doesn't
to
want
finish
to let
this
you
out.
finish any. Yeah, he just wants to finish the game, man. There's no slowing down for Team Tarzan as 2 members bled out from the side of Team Doublelift. They're now sieging upon the inhibitor turret. You got to figure this and the inhibitor itself is both falling. Will they look for the game at this point? They do have Baroned up creeps, Rafa.
They don't even need Mountain Soul. That is spawning in 1 minute, but As you said before, Baron empowered minions through the mid lane, through the bot lane, crashing into both of these inhibitors. Middle inhibitor already fallen. The bottom inhibitor will fall as well. Balls gonna get locked down. Fire finds that one. Alorum locking down Meteos as well. Shockwave connecting only onto one. It's not enough. High about to flash away in the nick of time, but he needs to be able to find something back. But it's a 5-on-3. Team Tarzan are just gatekeeping Team Doublelift from being able to walk out of the base. Tarzan going in for the Nexus execute, but will go down. Team Tarzan, though, still trading blow for blow. Fire lingering on 10 HP, but will still live to tell the tale. Flash out from Zazel as he tries to get out. Value flashing forward, looking for one, trades back. High
save it.
is going to be the hero to try and save the
Fire's
game, but a
TP.
teleport. Fire gonna play spoiler here. He's teleporting in, gets the kill on the High. It's the ace. Ladies and gentlemen, still undefeated, still looking for a real challenger as Balls doesn't want the game to end quite yet, though. He throws at the equalizer, he burns him to a crisp, but do they have enough damage in the tank between Alorum and Zazel to finish out the game here? Meteos is going to try, but the Baron and Pounder minions are knocking at the base. Alorum, he's got his eyes on the prize. Do they have enough damage? Exhaust comes out, but Alorum, does he have enough damage?
He's got the dead Scion.
He's got the dead Scion passive.
Oh, no.
Just one more, and he finishes it in style.
Alorum going out in style, as you said, and Team Tarzan, man. 3 quick games from them. They make quick work of Doublelift. And, man, we got one more thing to take care of. The rest of C9, that's a 3-0. It's all in the trash as, this hoodie, it's a nice hoodie. Goodbye. We're all in here.
Jesus Christ, man.
Woo! What a match. Oh, yeah. Fit that in there real nice. There we go.
I think GDQ needs to hire Team Tarzan for a speedrun stream or show at their next con. I mean, my goodness. Like, we started this match, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? If I'm not mistaken. Actually, a little bit later. We didn't even start on the dot. We finished this in, like, under 3 hours. Maybe 2.5 hours. So, Team Tarzan, the quickest series so far on the Tyler 1's Money Match series. Yeah, I mean, we got to really find someone that will challenge him. Before we get too hard on to Team Doublelift, I appreciate all 5 of you for coming out and playing this matchup against Tarzan. I appreciated seeing old faces again. Because,
some old picks as well.
Old picks as well.
Balls rumble.
They played for the content, and to that, round of applause to Team Doublelift. You guys tried. You guys kind of got shit on, but you know what? It's okay. It happens to the best of us, and it is what it is. Team Tarzan just coming in with a stronger team here this time around, and I have to say, Cubby, I'm just running through my head like who can challenge Tarzan. We already threw up the idea of Tyler 1 having to step in the ring himself, but Tyler 1, he's holding back. He wants to see if there can be someone else, because Tyler 1, if he comes in, then it's over for Tarzan. And he wants Tarzan to have a little bit more competition before Tyler 1 feels like he needs to step in.
I mean, like, for Doublelifts, like, what a power move to just be like, all right, I'm going to plan this with the core of the best team that's ever played in NA and just insert myself in there and see if we can win. Didn't go his way today. It's all fun and games, coming on the stream. He's able to show up, showed some good plays, everyone all around, but Team Tarzan just way too much to handle. And you're right, Rafa. Who is going to take these guys down? Because their record in the money match, it was a 3-2 against General Sniper. It was a 3-1 against Night Blue. It's now a 3-0 against Doublelift. They're just farming the solo queue battle. Everyone going up against them is getting taken down. And we're going to have to see what the answer is for Tyler 1 next. Who is going to play Tarzan next? Because, man, outside of like Doublelift is the best player that's ever played in NA. These players, some of the best that we've ever seen hit the Rift. I know it's a little bit past their time. If they had to pick back up the game, it's all good. But, man, who is going to challenge them now? I feel like we had to take in an academy team at some point, or, Core JJ makes a team. I feel like that's where it really is game over.
Yeah, I think if you put a
Bring in
team
Core.
with Core JJ on it, because Zazel has completely destroyed every other support challenge that has come his way in these Tyler 1 money match series. So you have to up the competition level in terms of because Tarzaned is able to completely establish his whole kingdom, but it all comes through his team being able to have winning lanes. As if you ever tune into Tarzan streams, if you see that every lane is winning, Tarzan just goes, "Holy shit, my team is winning! It's free.
It's so easy.
And it's so easy. Like, Tarzan does not have to exert as much. He doesn't have to work as hard. He just gets to show up, and it's like, all right, team already winning. I get to invade for free. I have Prio. My teams play for me. They collapse for me. I have Zazel absolutely smurfing with the engages. Olorm is just an absolute beast in the top lane. Fire always giving me mid Prio, and Value playing weak side, making sure that, hey, he doesn't die. He'll take a limited amount of resources, and he knows his job. That is the dream team for Tarzaned right there. So, but when we're looking at levels of competition, you already mentioned, if we're going to draft a potential team to go up against Tarzaned that, potentially, hopefully would be down for it. Core JJ, main guy on the roster in the support. Who are you looking at in terms of challengers across the other roles, Cubby?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on whatever team that he is able to bring to the table. I mean, these guys have been... Team Tarzaned, man, they've been smoking everyone, but hey, enough from us. I'm getting word that it's time for an interview. Got to hear it from the mouths themselves from Team Tarzaned and their dominance that they had in their 3-0 over Team Doublelift.
Absolutely. Cubby, I just want to give a shout out to the viewers. Thank you so much for the series. Tyler 1, take it away with the interview with your boy Tarzaned.
Restart.
Restart the whole thing?
Are you kidding me, man? Okay. I'll blame Riot and I'll restart once it's unmuted. Oh my god. You streaming Tarzaned?
Yes.
He won't snitch. It's fine. Wait, are we good? Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm here with Team Tarzaned after this crushing 3-0 of Doublelift. Made them look like straight amateurs. It's weird. Tarzaned, you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, so we scrimmed a bunch of teams, and I think they were worse than every single team we scrimmed. And the teams we scrimmed had really bad players, so I don't know what the fuck happened, but we didn't get any 50-minute wins, but we were having fun. So it was a fun charity event for us, I guess.
Yeah, it's a charity event. That's hilarious because it's almost like Team Doublelift didn't get the memo that it was for $15,000. $15,000, which I've paid out twice now to Tarzaned. It's almost like they weren't even trying to win. Honestly, with the way Meteos was playing, the way Doublelift was playing, the way High was playing, Sneaky gave it his all. Balls did his best. But, I mean, honestly, I didn't know who he was going to pick, if we're being honest. They three-way autofill flexed with 35-year-olds. I think you paid them off, Tardy. Thoughts?
Yeah, I used my 3K to split them like 600 each, and my teammates make all the money, so I'm happy for them.
Oh, that's good. See, dude, like right here, I'm trying to think of some performances that were amazing to watch, but they weren't really amazing because Olorm locked in Nico against Renton. Disgusting pick. Fire lane against High. There's nothing impressive about that. I guess Value kind of popped off, but then again, he's laning against Doublelift support, right? And then you're playing against Meteos. So what's the talking point here? You tell me. You talk to me, brother.
I don't want to hit them while they're down, but yeah, I think every single win was pretty outclassed. And I mean, I have the best players in NA on my team that aren't an actual, amateur or above amateur academy.
Oh yeah, and we actually have two of those players here. Value, Fire. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you two feeling after this amazing pup stop?
Dude, that was so fucking easy, man. Zazel is so good, and they have an autofill support, so I just AFK'd and it's sub diff every game. So thanks for the carry.
Humbling victory, bro.
Yeah. And I was having fun mid with High, brawling it out, trading some solo kills back and forth.
Oh, whoa, that reminds me. You got solo killed by High. That was one of the worst plays, mechanically speaking, I've ever seen Fire. But the very next game, in the counter matchup, you solo killed him like 3 times. So you ran it back.
Yeah, dude, I brought it back, and my team was yelling at me. They're like, "Why didn't you take Ignite? You're not gonna be able to solo kill him. Nah, I came back with the TP on the Lucian and solo killed him twice. So
now, when you say your team was yelling at you, do you mean Tarzaned?
Nah, dude, actually, it was my top and my bot lane. They were
No,
telling me.
we had faith in you. We were
They were
just
telling
memeing.
me, they're like, you're gonna get gapped if you don't have Ignite. You're gonna get gapped. I'm like, come on, it's high. I'm on the counter side of the matchup this time. Like,
No, we're just memeing you because you can't die solo there, bro. It's a literal
come
high,
on,
bro.
I agree.
come on,
I
it's
agree.
having a little
It's
fun.
really hard
You know
to
what
watch. Watch
Dude.
the VOD.
Dude, T1 was trying to say we should have dragged it out a little bit more, but you guys were trying so hard.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that while I was muted. Pretty much, chat. Long story short, I was trying to get them to lose a few games because that shit was so sad. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was kind of pathetic. 3 less than 30-minute wins. They never had a gold lead. I don't think they got a single dragon the entire series. That shit was kind of sad. Anyway, Fire, you were saying? You want to say that?
Oh, no, yeah, no, all very true, very true. Very good, very good.
Awesome. So, what are you, Fire, and Value doing in your guys' free time? You guys play for some teams?
Yeah, so we are actually, there's, I don't know if you know how Academy works. You probably don't give a shit. But basically...
Well, actually, I was offered by Team Liquid Academy about 3 years ago. So anyway,
cool.
go on.
But no, yeah, so Academy and amateur teams can actually play each other this year. And we are in the winners finals, going to play against C9 in a couple of days here on the Academy stream on Thursday, if people are interested in tuning in.
That seems like an ad, but I'll let it slide. Who's on your team?
It's Viper, Onda, myself, Value, and Big T.
Hey, Big Terry. You got Terry on your team?
Yeah.
Terry, a little bit of a monster. Okay, bro. That's win.
Hell yeah.
And wait,
Thursday, he said.
is that the championship you said?
Winners
Yeah,
finals.
it's a proving grounds, basically Academy playoffs, and we're
What do you get if
in
you
winners
win?
finals, best of 5. So it's gonna be hype.
What do you get if you win?
10K each, I think.
No, it's like 5 each.
It's like
and then-
5K each.
More importantly, like you're up a platform to get scouted to go pro. I think
You're
that's
underpaying us, you fucker.
Aiden and
Are
I
you stupid?
Ryan's paying
I'm
more than
under.
your dumbass.
Oh my god! What a multi-billion-dollar!
What does Ryan pay
Oh
more
my
than-
god!
Oh.
A multi-billion-dollar company is paying more than me. Oh sheesh, bro! I've paid you 3 times in a row now. You understand?
It's only 7K. Twitch
Oh,
Rivals
it's
pays more
only
than that,
7.
too.
Yeah, blah
Twitch
blah
Rivals,
blah.
Ryan, who's next?
Oh my god! And I'm winning you Twitch Rivals.
Oh,
So
yeah,
don't get me
we'll see
started.
about that.
Anyway, guys, you guys played great. That shit was a little bit too much of a stomp. Next time for content, you need to drag it out a little bit. Your
get a
next
better
opponent,
team.
it's being worked on. Your next opponent, bro. So at this point, I was talking to my managers with an S. At this point, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, you guys are like an anime, right? Which I don't watch, but he was telling me about. Every week you guys play, you grow stronger as a team, blah blah blah. I don't think anybody from solo queue we could pick out and they could beat you. So
Bring SKT.
We've scrimmed together literally like 7 games total.
well, it doesn't matter.
Two
You guys
days,
talk to
1
each other.
block.
Dude, I can't pick a team like I couldn't pick TF Blade and his 4 solo queue Rugrats and for him to
Bring
beat you.
T1.
Well, maybe if some
not bringing
LCS teams
T1.
pick up some of
You
our
beat-
players, you can.
Hey, T1's like the top of the line. All you guys can play Jeremiah Christian Community College or something. JUCO, okay? We'll talk about it, bro. Congrats, guys. You guys anything you want to say? Any parting words?
Yeah, I appreciate you hosting these events. It's been an awesome time, and I'm really thankful.
Oh, no problem, bro.
Yeah,
Bye,
good
Fire.
shit. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll be here. We'll keep winning as long as you're hosting it. So look forward to seeing you again next time.
Yeah, mad respect, Tyler. Thanks, bro.
Hey, thanks, guys. Congrats to you as well.
Do I say mine too?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh, thanks to the fans, thanks to the production, thanks to Tyler as well. And yeah, it's really fun playing these. Thank you for the support. And the
All right, guys.
financial support too.
Okay, suck my dick, fucking pussy. You little bitch.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, good shit, guys.
All right.
Nice.
See you guys. Test rocks are here. Oh, you left.
All right, we'll keep in touch, brothers.